No way in hell. The stockings are out of the question, but I can wear the hat for you. Promise? Promise. I seem to have agreed to something weird. Whatever, he can't beat me anyways. You can change your loadout in the PvP arena too. Once you've won enough matches, you'll be able to upgrade your equipment, which makes it stronger and stronger. The main stat to look out for your outfits and equipment is attack speed, and this offsets. Remember. Don't go for strength. Don't go for strength. Don't go for strength. Repeating the important point thrice, strength will require gold coins, of course I won't touch it. I've grinded those gold coins from defeating all those monsters, it already pains me to use it to repair my equipment. Selling my equipment when it's about to break and then buying a new set would save me the equipment repair fee. It's great that the warrioress in-game business is on the right track. Being a homebody is better than a warrioress. I won't have to worry about her sneaking out in the middle of the night like a ghost, or that she will set off to conquer the world with a backpack and sword in hand. If I can't go back, it doesn't seem that bad to stay here and see how he will trick me. Grind, read, learn. Qingzi, I asked Lu Jingfang out for a chat. Your analysis was spot on, she spilled the beans the moment I hinted that I knew something was up. She said that her family was pressuring her, and that. Wait, what do you mean by spill the beans? It makes her sound like a villain or something. Well, in any case, my first love was over before it began. I haven't told my dad about us breaking up. You shouldn't tell him either. Let me take a breather, otherwise, he will immediately start to matchmake me once this has settled. I've always felt that something was up, but I couldn't tell what the problem was exactly. Breaking up feels like a pity, but not breaking up isn't practical either. It's better now that we're no longer entangled with each other. I'm free to continue my single, casual life. Though. Tell me, who would have thought that I would bump into something like that? Why me? Bro, you need to stay positive. In China, wearing a green hat, or Dai Lu Mao Zi, is an expression used when a woman cheats on her husband or boyfriend because the phrase sounds similar to the word for cuckold. Hangs up asterisk. What were you looking at? I'm playing games. Oh, that sneaky reaction is familiar to me. I used to look like that when my classmates shared good-looking pictures with me. I'm really playing games. Alright, you are playing games. I've been playing games. Don't talk to me anymore, I have to concentrate on grinding. Bootlucker, it doesn't matter if she's angry, ignorant, happy, or irritated, the warrioress is always so good-looking. All prepared, please have careful judgment to avoid being deceived. Hu Detongshu joined the live stream. Hu Detongshu, I'm here. Lu Ringjia joined the live stream. Beautiful Yogurt Girl joined the live stream. In the past few days, there were really 3 or 2 viewers staying to watch her play in such a low-level arena. Lon Chioda joined the live stream focused on PvPing. Lon Chioda joined the live stream. Lon Chioda, what's going on? Lon Chioda, am I lagging? I'm playing games. Lon Chioda, I know you're playing games, but what's that thing behind you? Hu Detongshu, that's Zhong Kuei in the back. I won again. I couldn't help but want to figure out what the hell is going on. No nonsense, no background music, only one person playing games. There's Zhong Hui posing there menacingly on the door, and there's a person standing in a strange pose. At least it should be a person, if it is a wax figure, it's way too realistic. Blinks. It blinked. Lon Chioda, the person behind just blinked. Hu Detongshu, no, it's just a wax figure, how could it blink? Lu Rinjia, yeah, you're just hallucinating, how can it blink? Lan Chioda, behind me is a person. He is being punished to stand and cannot move. Su Qing said that if someone asked, answer with that. Beautiful yogurt girl, wrong. The Huijia fist was done on stone slabs, this is obviously the immovable wisdom king technique. Lan Chioda, streamer, play some music. He wants to make my own decision. Let me check on how to turn on music, hold on a second. It seems that they have started to interact with each other, it's a good thing that there aren't many people in the stream. It's not chaotic and messy, it's more like a gathering of friends to talk and watch gameplay. This slow feeling isn't bad either. 1 hour later, the streamer is currently exploring the anime convention. Not bad, the highest number of people in the live stream broke through double digits today, which is another big improvement. Ice Cola X1 from Hu Detongshu. Someone gifted me a Coca-Cola today. That's a good start, congrats on making a few cents. I'll also gift you a can of cold Coke. But they are all only curious about what you are doing, no one is watching me play games. That's normal, you haven't reached a high rank yet, and no one likes watching you steamroll noobs. Me standing there can help you attract traffic and keep the audience. If they ask you, just keep saying that I'm being punished to stand. If I were them, I would be curious if I clicked into such a strange live stream and think it's a joke. By the way, start recording the next time you play in the arena, and wait for your winning streak to become famous in the future. Someone will come to look up your previous combat records and will be able to benefit from watching you. If you can encounter those famous streamers and defeat them by luck, it will be even better. A rating of around 1500 is relatively high. It will be hard to continue steamrolling when she gets there. If the warrioress doesn't buy equipment and continues to wear the trash stuff, her skill will show in that rating. As for continuing the winning streak, it is basically impossible. The power of gold is difficult to make up for through skill. She only has one chance and can't make any mistakes. My last movie review was uploaded last week. I need to get more content for my movie review account. I can scroll through the movie catalog with the warrioress, it's 8 p.m, wanna cuddle and watch a movie. Why do we have to cuddle if we're just watching a movie? That's how couples watch a movie together. The lights have to be off, right? I want to take a shower before watching. I'll wait for you. Turns off asterisk. I won't have to worry about Su Qing, that dang Tuzi, lifting my skirt if I were to change into this new set of pajamas. Surely he must know that I won't dare to hit him for real, and hence I must be even more vigilant than ever. These clothes are way too short, there's almost no difference from wearing the original set of pajamas. If Su Qing suddenly licks me, what should I do? From early on, he expressed his intentions to lick me. Now that I'm clean and fresh out of the shower, he really might. Why are you still standing over there? Come join me. I was thinking of hugging Winter Melon while watching. For you. Why are you giving him to me? Aren't you the one who wants to hug him? No, he's yours to hug. What are you? I want to hug your legs too. You don't. You don't have to. I promise to not make any indecent moves on you later. Great, in order to not let me touch her legs, she's making the first move, what a smart move. All I did was sniff a little last time, and now she bears a grudge. She is completely off to dreamland. How can she claim to be a martial artist? I used to dream of setting off on my own adventure to see what this magnificent world had to offer. But now, with this warm lady in my arms, I just want to stay at home and hug her all day. Since she's in such a deep sleep, I should carry her to her room. Surely she will be so touched when she wakes up tomorrow and will beg for me to move into the master bedroom with her. It's fortunate that I've been training my strength, or I wouldn't be able to princess carry her. She really is light though. Perhaps not even 50 kilograms. I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Jiang He. This is considered entrapment, you know. What's entrapment? It means that you're making me have the impression that you're asleep, and I then would take the opportunity to do something. And you would suddenly catch me in the act. What are you touching? This way, it doesn't count as me taking advantage of you anymore. Good night. I should write the movie review while it is still fresh in my brain. You're not heading to bed yet. I'm preparing to. Humph, men. I asked if he wanted a straw earlier, and he said that using one will make men look too feminine. Are you unable to fall asleep because you just took a nap? It's not that. Make sure to sleep early. Click asterisk she has learned to care about when I go to bed, combined with my training and leading a disciplined life, I should be full of energy even if I live till I'm 80. Young person, you shouldn't be smirking at your comics past 12 a.m. all the time. Time to wash up and sleep. Do you know the butt tilt swordplay? Exorcism swordplay? I don't. This is a game, I can't split mountains in half yet. It's this move. Can you try performing it? Exorcism swordplay. Butt tilt swordplay. I don't know how. It's quite easy, just give it a try. I'll make breakfast later. It's fine, I'll make it. I'll do the laundry, I'll do the dishes, I'll help you do the grinding. He's just going to be looking anyways. I'll try performing it a little then. Why are you going so far away? What's wrong? It's nothing much. How did someone come up with such a pervy form of swordplay? This is embarrassing, I can't stand and I can't sit. I think I'm feeling a little unwell today. You can cook today, and I'll cook tomorrow. Stuffing his nose with tissues, asking him to cook in that state is a little ridiculous. I'll have to be more careful in the future. My sense of danger is all messed up with these pervy thoughts. I'll start grinding now, feel free to relax and read your book. Reading books is much better than letting her interact with her nonsensical audience. The electronic access control at the main entrance has been installed, we'll need to get an access key. I'll be back in a moment. There's something I have to do. Auntie Cheng, let me get an access key too. Sure, just fill out this form first. Why didn't she come with you? I'll fill in the details for the other person too. I was out for a walk and ended up here, so I took the opportunity to get this settled since I'm already here. There's no need to waste another trip just to get the access key. Name, gender, age, phone number XXX female 3116 XXXXXX 032 male 4217 X times 144 XXX male 2513 X times 801 times X male 23 Su Qing female 19 Zhang He. Ah, she's only 19. I suppose she can't get married this year. Marriage in China is 22 for males and 20 for females. Who says that we're getting married this year? It's just what I think. You're thinking way too far ahead. We haven't dated for that long yet, we'll get married once it's been long enough. Also, she has no kin in her hometown. We're unable to get her ID processed, so I'll have to accompany her back to her hometown when I'm free. All the best, add her to your family's registry. That girl is a good catch, and she knows how to manage a household. Thank you for your kind words, I'll head off first, please carry on. I can't wait to receive your invitation. Here's a key for you. There's that new gate out there. From the next month onwards, you'll have to use this to get in and out, so attach this to your keyring. Auntie Cheng helped me with this. She actually praised you and said that you'll be able to manage the household well. She also talked about us getting married this year. I asked her who she heard that from, and she said that that was just what she thought. You're just 19 though, so you can't get married under the law. I can't get married at 19. Even though strictly speaking she's an old granny, if we were to carbon date her, the results would be the same as carbon dating her grass slippers, and that she's not old or anything. You'll probably be considered an old lady if you were to get married at this age during your time. Who's an old lady? No, 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 no. Warrioress, can you teach me some elegant swordplay? You sure? I'm sure. If I really had no interest in martial arts, I wouldn't have caught all of the ancient martial arts drama on TV and uploaded videos about them since my university days. Let's eat first. Like this? With your wrist as the axis, position your sword in between your arms, extend your arms as though you're circling them around, and concentrate your force at the tip of the sword. This reminds me of the many times I've practiced wielding a sword. Once you've had a good grasp on your wrist techniques, you can start learning sword techniques like stabbing, striking, etc. Regardless of which technique you're using, the strength is the most important. So do you guys fight on instinct then? I guess you can. Learning martial arts is practicing them until it's second nature, besides you'll have to compete. Reaction is always slower than just acting on instinct. If you were to handle the sword this way, I don't even need to put any thought into striking you down. Wait, can you not say such scary stuff? I'm just learning this for fun, and I'm not going to point this at someone else. KO. This is just something that is fun for me, just like scrolling through short-form videos, it's an interest of mine. After training for more than an hour, I seem to be more tired than I thought I would be. Let's work on the chain mail to take a break. My life has now become very fulfilling without me noticing, uploading videos, reviewing movies, trading stocks, and practicing martial arts. Each one needs time for growth. Fortunately, it's all semi-entertainment, so I can enjoy it with Jiang He. Sleeve progress 50%. They said you haven't moved the whole day. Heh, a bunch of mortals, don't you know about strengthening the body? Crouch like a bough, stand like a pine, no moving, no shaking, sit like a bell, rush like a gust of wind. I am now a pine tree, and as we all know, a tree cannot move. Man Wangchao, streamer, are you talking to him? Gestalt, why is he ignoring you? Because he doesn't like to talk, he just likes to stand still. He's just a martial arts maniac. Not bad, the warrioress learned how to talk nonsense. One who stays near vermilion gets stained red, and one who stays near ink gets stained black. It can't be that she learned it from me, right? If you're unconvinced, how about you try doing that stance? If you can last for 10 minutes, then you're pretty amazing. How can someone stand motionless for such a long time? I tried imitating the stance a few days ago, and I couldn't handle it after only a few minutes. This should not be practiced randomly, as doing it wrong can harm your body. It's fine to observe, but don't try doing it yourself. He learned the wrong stance for a long time at the beginning, and I corrected him many times before he got to the point where he is now. The number of viewers in this stream can currently be maintained at around 20. It takes time for crops to mature, and success is never achieved in one step. As long as I continue to work hard, sooner or later, hundreds or even thousands of people will come to watch. My current task is to play the game well and win every duel while wearing an ugly hat. I haven't been paying attention, I'm looking at the dude in the back. Re-ironing. Wanzi is calling. What does that guy want? Alive, he's alive. Holy shit, he's looking at me. I feel scared for some reason. Why do they all seem to be here for me? This stream is clearly Jiang He playing games, this is not right. He said to let you stand for an extra hour. The hell? That Wang Zijuan is looking for a beating. Not doing it. He said he's not doing it. Imagination. It's definitely your imagination. Think about it, I started a live stream and stood there for an hour doing nothing, and a group of people came to see me standing still. Isn't there something wrong with that? They just have nothing to do, so they talk about that, that's all. Wang Zijuan, that bastard. Is that so? I'm accompanying you while you play games, and I'm afraid that if I don't show myself, it will be troublesome if we get noticed by the platform. The main point is you playing games, don't think too much about it. That's true. See if I don't scold your ass to death, Wang Zijuan. How much was that gift just now? About 100 or so yuan, you'll probably get around 30% of it. They take away that much? If you don't sign a contract, the platform will have to take a commission. As long as you do well live streaming, they will send an offer to ask you to sign a contract. Anyways, we'll think about it when the time comes. By the way, did you record it? You can upload it, as long as someone watches it, you will earn money. Although it is not much, it is better than nothing. You can upload the video of today's stream first, so that it can attract people to watch the future live streams. It's something you need to learn anyways, it doesn't hurt to have many skills. I'll teach you how to do it. Okay. Taking a step back, even if she wants to sign a contract, I would be the one signing it. After all, the stream is under my name. However, there are too many rules and regulations in signing the contract, and you're required to stream a certain amount of hours every month, it's troublesome to think about it. There are roughly 3 different paths you can choose from. 1. Sign a contract directly with the platform. This is the best, with a basic salary and recommendations, a lot of resources, and a reasonable share of gifts, but you need a lot of talent in order to be favored by the platform. Sign a contract with a brokerage company. There are usually a lot of pitfalls like this, and the revenue platform will take half of it first, and the remaining half will be given to the brokerage company. Although there will be companies to help promote and collect popularity and gifts, but you don't get much in the end. Each contract will last a few years, and you have to pay for the damages if you want to quit. There are also many scam companies who rely on breach of contract to cheat people. Free person. That is to say, the current model, where you can broadcast wherever you want, when you want, is completely free, but there are not many promotional resources. It is difficult to develop, and the gift split is very big, but the biggest advantage is freedom. Upload the video you recorded. When more people watch it, you can get some money from people playing it. We're playing around right now to get her familiar with it. When the time comes and the platform sends a contract, she can try to be the food streamer she wants to be. For tomorrow's live stream, do you want to try standing for half an hour, and then set aside half an hour to work on your chainmail? Forget it, it's not that interesting to watch. Practicing the stake stance is a novelty, but manual work is boring if more than half of it has been made. If there is a completed piece hanging by the side, it may have an effect and make people look forward to it. See how it's only half a sleeve right now, no one will know what we're doing. Oh, you've thought it through like always. You're also thinking a lot now, much more than before. You've even learned how to talk nonsense. Upload video click. Su Qing. I'm going to be your colleague. At the beginning, I was very envious of him being able to make money while sitting at home watching movies and editing videos. Now I can too. I learn your martial arts, you learn my craft, it would make sense for me to call you master, and for you to call me master as well. We'll call each other master, let's hear you say it. Can you stop being so weird? You really don't know the joy, so what do you want to call me? I'll just call you Su Qing. I don't want to know about that weird stuff. Then what will you call me after we get married? I'll call you Hus, we'll see when the time comes. I'm excited just thinking about it. 2 days later. Only through diligent practice can one become proficient in the skill or art. Learning martial arts requires you to study hard and practice hard. Yo, Qingzi, your daddy Wangzi is here. I haven't seen you in 2 months. You got fatter again. Fuck you, this is called being robust. Tell me, what exactly have you been practicing? I saw you standing there not moving for an hour, but when I tried it, I collapsed in a few minutes. That exercise is meant for torturing people. There was no place in my body that wasn't tired. Are you actually a masochist? Or could it really be the sunflower manual? When did you learn that? Ma, stop, what are you guys talking about? What sunflower manual? It's a long story. I went to the park one morning and saw an old man doing exercises there. I asked him if it's useful, and he said it is, but I said I didn't believe it. He said to try hitting him then. Then you paid 80,000 yuan for injuring him. Don't interrupt me. Hold on, stop arguing. Let's arm wrestle. I want to see the magic of the martial arts you've been practicing. Sure, but don't cry when you lose. Let me put down a tissue first. How did you become so girly? What's happening? I couldn't take him down in one go. Did you guys not eat or something? Use more force. Stop acting and hurry up. Oh my. It seems like the godly martial arts are nothing more than that. He's worthy of being the guardian of the people, I can't beat him. How come there isn't a feeling of winning at all? This guy, could it be that he lost on purpose? What kind of godly medicine did you eat? Like I said before, it's that old man from the park. It really isn't nonsense, look. Performing arts. I'm sure it's martial arts. Look at his pose, it exudes an aura of righteousness. No way, how is it possible to encounter real martial arts in this day and age? But what if it is? It's almost 7, Jiang He is about to enter the PvP arena. I'll send some messages with my phone to chat with her later. He just lined the table with a tissue, since when does he exhibit such girly behavior? He definitely mastered the sunflower manual. What even? My clothes are new, and this table is dirty. Why would I do that? They won't understand that this was given to me by my girlfriend after extensive bargaining with the street vendor. Lonely singles know jack shit. Even though it was buy one get one free. Teach me, teach me. You're too weak, your body condition is bad, your foundation is poor, and you'll crumble after a short training session. You can't learn it. You can though. Huh. I'm not learning it, I'd rather do 200 push-ups or shadowbox than maintain that pose for an hour. Enough of the nonsense, I'm gonna get some food. Are you guys drinking? If you are drinking, I'll help you guys. Why is Housey so nervous all of a sudden? What did he see? Is he looking at those three guys? Let's not make any rash moves. Looks like he didn't dare to move. Chingzi, go get the food instead, I have something else to do. Freeze. All of you. Hold still. Fuck, do we need to run? Why do we need to run? Take them away. I'm leaving first, let's meet again another time. From the looks of it, it seems like he will get merit for that. Probably. It's different from what is shown on television, the plot usually has him shouting, freeze, before the other person flips the table and runs. The two of them would then engage in a chase and a fight and cause chaos all around, isn't that how it goes? The way they silently got a bunch of people to catch them, I can't afford to mess with them indeed. Sigh, we were just hanging out and having a good time, but even I could feel Housey's killing intent when he got serious. I didn't even dare to move then. Let's just get him to treat us as compensation next time. I too froze when I first saw Jiang He draw her sword, and I would get a little unsettled when she points the sword at me during training sometimes. I'm not afraid of it now though, I guess I'm just used to it. The current Housey silently grew into someone we couldn't even recognize, it really is kind of unexpected. My two closest brothers, one is a rising star in the online video world and does streaming at the same time, while the other became a guardian of the city, like the kind you'd see on television. Me. I'm just the same as before, wandering around aimlessly with nothing to my name. Say. Stop staring at it and eat up. Oh yeah, stop sending gifts willy-nilly next time, we're just doing it for fun. The platform takes a cut for free. I'm home. What's wrong? Are you unhappy that I didn't catch your live stream? Is grinding all I'm good for? Ouch. Did you go drinking again? You stink. How is your head so hard? I just showered and changed into a new set of clothes, don't make me smell like you. Otherwise, the bed will stink like this too. Am I that smelly? Having his scent around makes me feel like he's right beside me. I shouldn't stink that much just from drinking beer. Okay, I'll take a shower first. She has learned how to fuss about others, and she doesn't let me hug her after I went drinking, though she knows how to restrain herself when giving me a smack. Could it be an innate talent that all females are born with? I saw someone getting arrested today, and the one arresting them had an imposing posture, his whole body was relaxed while his neck and shoulders were tense, and you could tell he was ready to fight. Have you ever experienced such a moment? Ready to fight? Like that? What the? I can now understand why that big black dog decided to turn tail and run. It's not quite right. It wasn't like that when you first pointed your sword at me. It's because all you intended to do was to give me an umbrella. Things like tricking her into holding hands. Have I been dancing with death all this time? You haven't touched my hands in a long time. Let me hold your hand. It's true that I have been touching her hands less frequently since I've been thinking of ways to touch her legs recently instead. I should teach her how to edit videos since I can hold her hand while doing that anyway. Was that your killing intent just now? It's not. You're just too sensitive to danger. It's kind of complicated, and I'm terrible at explaining it. It's like how I don't feel any danger when I am together with you, but when I bump into that policeman, I would naturally be more cautious. It's a natural instinct in the face of danger. Do you think that he will harm you? How's he wouldn't harm Jiang He, but from his perspective, Jiang He indeed has a murky history. If she was linked to any sort of trouble, how's he won't go easy on her. He will sneakily find a time and arrange for this place to be surrounded and will be more proactive than arresting a stranger. Catching her earlier would mean that I would be less in danger from being swindled by her. I don't know if others will want to harm me, but I know you won't. Why did you scare me then? Aren't you the one who wanted to see what it was like? You still reek of alcohol. Did you forget how you forced yourself on me when you were drunk? You can force yourself on me too if you can beat me in a fight. When was the last time I sat down, all relaxed while reading a book? A year ago? 2 years ago? Sherlock Holmes. The complete stories of Sherlock. Jiang He has begun tightening her leash on me, and that is definitely not a good sign. The implication is that I will have to either not drink, or I won't be able to kiss her after drinking alcohol. If I want to do both, I will have to suppress her strength, but that's basically impossible. Even though outperforming your mentor is a thing, at the rate that things are going, forget about it. Though the thought of it makes me kind of excited, all I can do is to outsmart her for now. Did you fall asleep? I can only dream of it though. It's impossible to force her into doing anything. I can't just let her push me around though, otherwise it will be all over when we're sleeping in the same room, and she makes me bottom. Is this entrapment? You can't just learn the wrong meaning of words. Entrapment is when I have a plot, and you're pretending to sleep and see if I would do something to you. How is it entrapment if you're not plotting anything? What kind of plot? What kind? You wouldn't secretly kiss me, and even if you did I wouldn't resist, so it does not count. Only when I'm unwilling, and you're more than willing, does it count. Oh. Watching him sleep just now really made me want to bite his lips a little. What if I want to secretly beat you up when you're sleeping, does it count? How would you do that secretly? Wouldn't I wake up the moment you hit me? Even if you knock me out and then proceed to secretly beat me up, I'll still know that you've done it when I wake, and my whole body hurts. Therefore, there's no way to do that secretly. It's different from when I touch your legs though. If I were to touch your legs secretly while you sleep, you wouldn't know a thing even when you wake, MMH. Back to your question though, why do you even want to secretly beat me up? It's just a question. It actually feels kind of good to be touched like that. No, wait, why am I having this thought? It's probably because his face is covered by the book. This guy usually looks like he is enjoying it way too much. It's so much better when I can't see his face. Sherlock Holmes laying here with the person you like through the night, it really is comfortable. Ah. Off, don't move. Why are you acting all weird? It's not weird in the slightest. If his head wasn't covered, he would have already made all sorts of moves on me. Covering his face makes me feel so much safer, all he can do is lie there and hug me, and nothing else. Did she get addicted to this because it was too comfortable the last time we cuddled like this? Or did she use the book to cover my face and pretend that I'm asleep? I guess it's her way of self-denial. I kind of really want to fall asleep like this now. I won't get pregnant from sleeping on the sofa, right? Have you not seen pornography? Why would I look at that kind of stuff? Did Second Miss not teach you how babies are born? Why do I feel like I'm swindling an innocent girl right now? She did, shut up, I know how. She definitely didn't teach her about it. It's likely that she didn't have a chance to learn about it though, maybe Second Miss was waiting for her to get married first. You will get pregnant if you continue moving about like that. Ah. I'm feeling a little hot. What kind of impure words are those? I'll buy a fan for you tomorrow. My parents' house has an electric fan which I can try to find too, you can use it if you're feeling warm in the afternoon. It's not good for your health to be under the AC in this kind of weather, it's better to use a fan. Okay. His arms are so cool and comfortable. Are you afraid of the heat? No, it's just that, it's hard to describe it, I just feel a little dry, as if a small fire is warming the bottom of my heart. It flickers and doesn't subside, and it makes me want to fidget. Sherlock. No more. If only I could fidget around, this guy said that I will get pregnant if I move around though, I want to see if that's true or not. How to get pregnant? Shut up. Close. Touching your feet won't lead to pregnancy. Of course not. If touching feet could get one pregnant, wouldn't the world be filled to the brim with people? There are some things from the internet that aren't credible, so you shouldn't believe everything that you see. It's just like liking shoes, it's actually very weird and normal people aren't like that, only when you're really into someone, does it actually happen. Are you finally admitting that you have a thing for shoes? Are you finally admitting that you have a thing for shoes? I do. Isn't it just liking shoes, it's not even someone else's, it's hers. Liking her, and liking her shoes, there's no harm in not drawing the line between them. You didn't have feelings for me when you hid my woven sandals. At that time, I treated it as an antique, antiques are worth a lot of money. Once I had the cash, I would have been able to buy a big house with farmland, and you could have farmed to your heart's content. Why would I still be farming if I had a big house? What would you do if you had a big house then? I'd hire someone to tend the fields. That's true, every farmer has the dream of being a landlord. I'm heading to bed first, good night. Don't blindly trust everything that you see on the internet, take the search results with a grain of salt. Good night. People from ancient times seem to have an unspeakable fear of childbirth, it's mainly because the hygiene practices of that time were poor, and giving birth was basically flirting with death, and asking the question, the mom or the child, is basically choosing between which of the two lives to keep. Just the thought of it chills me to the bone. Regardless of the era, childbirth still poses some sort of risk to the mother, with modern medical technology, the risk is minimized to as low as possible. I hope that she will have a less fearful attitude towards giving birth. The brilliance of the modern world. Having to think about childbirth at such a young age is a little ridiculous, but in ancient times, it wouldn't be surprising to see women her age already being a mother of two. Those days, you would be able to call yourself an old woman at 30, it's no wonder that she is this anxious. This seems to be the first time that she knocked on my door in the middle of the night. I expected this to happen sooner or later. Could this be the moment? Right after searching up questions about childbirth. Do you have another tube of this? This one is empty. Why are you staring at me like that? It's nothing, I'll find the same product for you. The one that Auntie gave was this expensive? You should be calling her mom. I ordered it. Wait, I'll just use the DeBeo brand one instead. The DeBeo one is for me, you should use this one. I'll buy it myself then. You'll buy, okay then. Don't not use it just because you can't bring yourself to do so, your hands have become smoother. Okay. To bed. Shut it. Having our arms touching was really comfortable, there was even a moment when I wanted to rip his shirt off. I can't, I am a warrioress, how can I do such a thing? I discovered that I have a special skill. For real. Wangzi and I were joking on the bus that when I am out with you guys, would always bump into someone for me to arrest. That is just a case of a blind cat catching a dead mouse. Nonsense. It's true, the previous time at the KTV, I was just telling my colleague that it would be funny if I were to bump into someone I know out on patrol, and I ended up bumping into you guys. There's this other time when I first started work. Are you sure that you don't just have a foul mouth? My words are worth their weight in gold. Sure, the next time you're broke, you should just fish a gold piece out of your mouth. Who were the ones you arrested last night? What crime did they commit? They were swindlers. Oh. I don't believe any of it, would mere swindlers cause such a reaction from him? It was as though he met his mortal enemies. I also feel a little bad that such a thing happened while we were eating. When do you want to hang out again? I know you're hoping that you'd be able to catch someone again while we're eating. I've been busy these days, so we'll have to see how it goes. If that's all, I'm hanging up. Housie is as shameless as always, he said his words are worth their weight in gold. Your mouth is the truly precious one, it's as though they were smeared in honey. Come with me later when I'm going back to visit Mom and Dad. That's how my dependency unknowingly formed. Do I call her Auntie? Or Mom? You should call her Mom. Good morning, Auntie. Decided to still call her Auntie in the end. You're here, take a seat. Mom, where's Dad? Yet another burial site requires his help in research and emergency preservation, so he's out traveling for work. He won't be home for the next couple of days. Sigh, he's not here. I wanted Jiang He to call him Dad to observe his reaction, though in the end Jiang He wasn't able to do it, and he isn't at home. My phone is out of battery again. 1%. Why aren't phones designed with a removable battery? Just like a flashlight, where you can use it after stuffing the battery in. Actually, phones used to come with removable batteries before it was changed to their current state. You can use your phone to search for the reason if you want to know why. She'll learn how to discover and solve problems by herself eventually, and she can't make it a habit to ask me about it all the time. Don't you know how to Google? Words like those are especially hurtful, but if she gets used to receiving handouts, it would do no good for her personal development. I'll lend you my phone. You can search for it first, I'll be in the study looking at some books. And the thing I should do now is to let her go. What should I read to pass the time? Wait, The History of Empress Wu Zetian. Isn't this? It's time to eat. Coming. Here's your phone back. Whoa, she even changed my wallpaper, that was quick. What shenanigans were you up to in the study just now? What do you mean by shenanigans? I was doing research on history and trying to understand the heritage of our people. You, of all people. What do you mean by that? Loving antiques runs in the blood of the mighty Su family. Look at Su Xian, who liked a 1,000-year-old spirit, my dad, who likes 1,000-year-old burial sites, and me. Stop spouting nonsense all day long or you'll lead Jiang He astray. Jiang He, the weather has been warm recently, you should eat more bitter gourd for its cooling properties. You should eat it more often at home as well and cut down on the oily foods. You should soak them in salted water before stir-frying them, and it will be less bitter. Aren't you supposed to eat bitter gourds for its bitterness? Aya, she's right, if you don't want the bitterness, you should just buy and cook cucumbers instead. Mom, she knows how to cook more dishes than you do now. She constantly researches on how to cook tasty dishes for me and even learns them really fast. What can you even do? Eat your food. I understand it now, this rascal only brings his girlfriend home to show her off every time, and I'm the one he's showing off to when his dad is not around. Don't mess up your dad's study, or he will flip out at you when he's back. I won't, I'll put the books back when I'm done with them. I don't have the habit of leaving them around. Wu Zetian's Secret History. I didn't expect Dad to have done research on this, considering how refined he is. Are all these books over here on history? Yup, feel free to read any of them if you want. Book of Tang, you must remember to put it back after you're done with it though, or my dad won't be able to find it when he wants to read it. This feels weird, Wu Zetian's Secret History. I'm learning all there is about the modern world, while he's doing the same about ancient history. Oh my, those two are sticking so close to each other. I should stop looking, it's too spicy for my eyes. Wu Zetian's Secret History. Wu Zetian. Wu Zetian. Why are you reading stuff like this? This is serious historical research, please do not look at it with prejudice. Do you think that I'll believe your nonsense? I was happy because I thought that he was seriously learning about history, but it turns out he was reading about stuff like this. How is it nonsense? Do you know what it is? It's. How can I talk about such indecent things? Come here, I'll teach you. How to look at historical events from a normal perspective. Something is pressing against me. It'd be better if you stand. They decided to sit apart in the end. This book is filled with historical information. There is a large amount of info on the Tang dynasty as well, and you might be able to find traces of the village you're from. With your second miss being such an expert in martial arts, it might be possible that she is mentioned within the historical records. When Jiang He is quiet, she exudes an indescribable aura from head to toe. She isn't like the others, who would rest their arms on the table while burying their heads in the book. Her shoulders are square, and her back is straight. What are you doing? It's just a small poke. I suddenly remembered that I have a matter to attend to. I'll be back when it's time to eat. You can continue reading books, or you can talk with my mom. Humph. Childish. I won't be like him. Uncle Chin, it's me. Oh, Chingzi, you found time to visit this old man. Yes, I'm here to check up on you. Is Housie out again? It's nothing new, he came back from work in the morning and left again after eating lunch. I have no idea what he is so busy with. I really admire you sometimes, you're not always busy and rushing around, and you can drop by any time you want. What a carefree life. Sigh, each has its own advantages. Uncle Chin, are you having fun watching these videos? You should just watch it for your own entertainment though, there is no need to argue with my dad in the comments of my videos, the two of you are almost making a scene. My dad is using AT9 input while you're using the handwriting method, it's hard to compete with him. He's the one who wants to argue, I'm just, while I spend half a day writing out a sentence, he's over there typing out a bunch of words, I'm certainly on the losing end. So, Uncle Chin, you should just exchange voice messages on WeChat with my dad, isn't that the better way? You rascal, are you here to fan the flames? I'm not. Where's your girlfriend? She's reading books at home. Let's have some drinks then, I got a bottle of snake wine, it's good stuff. I better not, my girlfriend won't let me kiss her if I drink. That's right, I heard from Housie that you're making chainmail. Is it wearable after it's done? Of course it is, why would I make it then? The final product should weigh around 10 to 15 kilograms, and you'd be filled with bravado once you wear it. Can I try it on when you're done making it? They really are father and son, the both of them are asking to try it on. Your bone structure is a little big, I don't think it can fit. It's made to fit my size. Is that the case? Then I shall make one myself. I have plenty of time on my hands anyway. Once we're done, we can both wear it out on the streets. There was no way I could play like this when I was young, all I could do was to play with mud, and my youth passed by just like that, it's sad when I think about it. Wearing a set of chainmail like that is practically the dream of every man out there. You can go ahead, I won't do it. Be careful or Housie might arrest you. He wouldn't dare. Got it, I'll take a closer look at your videos, and get the materials needed tomorrow. He is totally fired up for it. There's no way to persuade him otherwise now. Uncle, I'll be heading back. If there's nothing else then please take care. Okay, if there is anything that I don't understand, I'll ask you then. Looks like my mom and the warrioress are having a good conversation. Oh, you're back. Yup, I'm back. I went to have a chat with Uncle Chin. My son doesn't even have much to talk about with my husband, while Housie is able to strike up a conversation with him when he's over. It might be true that fathers and sons were enemies in the previous life. If you were to switch places with Housie, both your dad and Uncle Chin would be on cloud 9. I can't do that, don't I still have you? Me? I don't care about either of you. One of you is never home and out doing dangerous things, while the other never leaves his house, which isn't normal behavior. Shoo shoo. Putting that aside, the two of us will be heading home first. Not going to eat before returning? Yup, we're not, we have something going on at night. Bye Auntie. Chatting with Auntie about our daily lives and hearing stories from when this guy was a boy was really fun. Looking at the way he is currently, it's hard to imagine him being chased by a big goose down the entire street when he was young, all while crying and leaking snot. What do you keep staring at me? That expression of yours is weird. Today I learned that the purpose of your martial arts training is to defeat monkeys and geese, is there anything else? Oh, and so that you're no longer afraid of dogs. And so that I can spank the warrioresses but while holding her down. I'll have to up my game with making the chainmail armor, or Uncle Chin will get ahead of me. Do you want to repeat what you said on the way back? It's more intimidating this way. Is the warrioress exploiting the situation? I'm not dumb, I won't be going along with it. I'm telling you, you shouldn't. All I wanted was to smack your butt. There is no need to be this ruthless, is there? Humph. I should just deter him a little when things like this happen, or I'll look like I have a bad temper. God damn, the warrioress finally knows how to have fun now. It's a little off though, our roles are supposed to be switched under normal circumstances. The bitter gourd dish that Auntie cooked wasn't bitter enough. Try this bitter gourd with minced meat that I made instead. How is it? It's tasty. I've thought about it. When I'm writing down the recipe for this dish, I should write both the bitter and the non-bitter versions. When I'm teaching this dish to others, they'll then have the option to learn the version that they prefer. You can write it down in the notebooks that I've prepared. Are you preparing to teach people how to cook? As a food streamer? Yup, I've been preparing for it. I'll get the hang of it first by streaming my gameplay, and then I'll do food streams once I'm more familiar with it. Oh yeah, I'm planning to sell my salted vegetables as well. Looks like the warrioress has always planned to provide entertainment in various ways all along. Streaming her gameplay is just the first step in the grand plan of hers. All the best, warrioress. I will do my best. I will incorporate your channel when the time comes. Wait, there's no need for my channel to be around. The plan of yours has all bases perfectly covered. Looks like the warrioress's business plans involve me as well. I originally thought that I would be witnessing the next rising star of the business world, my ass. Humph, he must be looking down on me again. PM. This guy sure knows how to have fun. Good stuff. This deserves a gift of 2 angelic wings, cup of feast. Don't send gifts for the stream. Right, Chingzi seemed to mention that I shouldn't tip him. Someone took rank 1 on the leaderboard. Playful young Master Wang gifted 10 pairs of angelic wings. Are these, all for me? In just these few minutes, he managed to earn a few hundred yuan. Despicable. As long as I play the game well, I will attract my share of the audience too. Strong, your skills are pog. This seems like a piece of cake for you. Even though the majority of chat is still talking about him, there are some out there who are finally paying attention to my gameplay. Hey, young Master Wang, what are your orders? Your live stream is really popping off. You're just standing there doing nothing, and you got a couple hundred viewers. A couple hundred? This is a gaming live stream, I'm just part of the package. What do you want with me? More than 500 people have seen it, just watching her play games isn't all that interesting. It also isn't all that interesting just watching me stand. The two of us together produced this amazing reaction. Since you know how to play the system, you should set up a studio. It will definitely be promising. This waste. I mean, I won't get involved in this matter. What waste? I'm just saying that I'm live streaming for fun and accompanying my girlfriend. I wasn't planning anything. I'll talk to you later. My goal is the stars and sea, streaming is purely for fun. Hang up. Who did you learn it from? A woman's natural skills. You made a couple hundred today. Didn't you make that? They sent it because of you. Isn't what's mine yours? You're trying to play tricks. I will make more money than you in the future. She even knows I was playing tricks. Recently closed settings, history settings. Settings and browsing without a trace is even easier for her. Got it. Be careful and stay alert when you're outside. Where's little Sue? He's at home watching TV. This girl is becoming more and more like little Sue, even how they walk is similar. Staying home every day, is he not afraid of growing mold? When she first showed up, she was walking like a tiger. Buses Godfrey WI 0HM, I haven't been on this route yet. Route GRE W. We have arrived at the destination, please get off the bus in an orderly manner. This is the Beijing district, if you go further north, you should be out of the city. Ding, you've received a message. I'm here. Outing. Warrioress's adventure. Her range of activities is increasing. The warrioress who wanted to get out of the city finally walked out of the steel forest. It's already 1 p.m. Is she having so much fun that she forgot to come home? I saw the countryside. It was really as I expected, there were crops everywhere. Wanna try some? These will sometimes be sprayed with insecticide to keep insects away. Don't eat everything you see, okay? Aren't I poison then? A little is fine, but make sure you don't just eat random things in the future. It's overripe, it would have been better if it was softer. Why did you decide to head so far out? I just wanted to go exploring. When the corn is ripe, she won't go and steal other people's corn cobs, right? Probably not. Let's get an electric bike, that way you'll be able to go where and ride your own little bicycle anywhere. I'm sure you've seen one before on the streets. There is no need to pedal like the normal bicycles. I'm fine with a normal bicycle as well, I'll be able to pedal at top speed. You'll break a normal bike that way. Can we get a house on the outskirts, stay there, and grow some crops? The people there seem to have big front yards. Houses on the outskirts are indeed cheap. Does that mean we can do it? It's not convenient living there though. There are few food and shopping options, and there is no place to go for supper when you're hungry in the middle of the night. Oh. I see. It's definitely more relaxing there though. I was originally a relaxed person, but after getting together with you, I've become slightly less relaxed. It warms me to know that the warrioress is thinking of me all the time. Eat your food. I'm just relaxing and observing the outside. Isn't that little Jiang, what are you up to? Oh. I'm headed to the May Day seminar, would you like to come along and redeem an umbrella? Sure. When will little Yen be on break? It should be around July or August, the May Day holidays are too short for her to come visit. She'll come play during her summer vacation. Having such a young and beautiful lady by my side makes me feel young again. Screech. What just happened? He nearly collided with you, but I pulled you away. You're so brave. Are you blind? Do you have a death wish? You're the blind one. You ran the red light. You. Old. I'm sorry, it's my fault, I won't run a red light ever again. An old woman and a fearsome girl, I can't cross them, I have to run while I can. If I were to utter another word, that lady will probably throw a fist in my direction. Ah, I forgot that she went out. Humans can be really weird sometimes. I'm usually doing nothing while others are busy, but once others are free, I tend to want to find something to do instead. Phew. It's really comfortable. Let's see what the warrioress has been up to lately. She actually put a password on her account. Who do you think I am? Am I someone who peeks at someone's browsing history? Yes, I am. Since I'm so idle, I'll get the ginger plant from the kitchen and bask it in sunlight. Creak. You're back. Why did you buy a cactus plant? I saw potted plants being sold, and the small emerald green ones were very pretty. Auntie Ching said that this cactus helps prevent radiation, so I bought it for 8 yuan. You also know what radiation is? Yeah, I've looked it up before. Even though it's invisible, it is terrifying to think about. I also bought snacks, there's peanut candy, dried sweet potato, and raisins. Wow, the warrioress has learned how to enjoy life. Is that snack really that tasty? Is it not supposed to be? It's tasty, but I don't think it's as exaggerated as what your expression was showing. Woo. I should have bought more. That way I could have put a piece in my mouth while playing games, and it would have lasted for a while. Wait, don't tell me that you want to get a bunch of snacks to eat while playing games, and then advertise for others to buy. How do you know? Are you the worm in my stomach? An idiom to say, are you a mind reader? So it's really the case. Forget it, this is at least more reliable than selling salted vegetables. If you want to do it then go ahead, but it won't make much money. If you can figure out a way to sell it, it will be a very valuable experience. But I won't help you. Open your mouth. Ah. Gulp. This is fun. I also want dried sweet potato. Get new joy. What else do you want? Want some peanut candy? It's okay, this feels like feeding a dog. Then I'll go cook. A life like this is so good. Weren't you going to go cook? You didn't make any sound, you scared me. I wanted to hug. Will I be able to get married when I get my ID? Marriage, legally known as establishment of marriage, refers to the legal act in which two people establish a relationship in accordance with the conditions and procedures stipulated by law, and assume the rights, obligations, and other responsibilities arising therefrom. The marriage you asked about earlier should be referring to having a wedding ceremony, right? You don't need an ID for that. As long as we have the wedding ceremony, we will be considered married in the eyes of society. Does that mean you want to have a wedding ceremony with me? I didn't expect the warrioress to be even more in a hurry than me, I'm a little caught off guard. What do you think? What do I think? If we do it, this small, rundown house will be our new house. Doesn't getting married mean you need to consummate during the night of the wedding? And I also need to give birth to 5. Am I being too impulsive? This house isn't rundown either. It was an exaggeration. Wait a few more years, and we will be able to move to a big, new house. I'll do as the Romans do. If he dares to break up with me, I will beat him to death anyway, so it doesn't matter when. Of course, the later the better. It's okay to have the ceremony first, and then we can sleep together. The sleep that is pure and innocent. You're poking me again. Changing the topic. Last time I laughed at Chin Hao for being inexperienced, but I'm also acting like it. I won't talk to him about it anymore. Then I'll go cook first. But, getting married and having kids is scary. You don't want to have any? That's not it, I'm just saying it's a scary thing. How many kids do you want? 2. Only 2? Is that too little? Were all the ancient people so amazing? They wanted like 5 to 8 kids. Humph, I won't give you even 1. Okay. Huh. Many people nowadays don't have kids anymore, kids are just monsters with 2 legs. You see, stuff like inheriting the incense would only work if you gave birth to boys. The incense will only continue on if your son and grandson have sons. After several generations, there will bound to be a case where there's only 1 child, and it's a girl. When that happens, won't the incense be broken? In my opinion, it's meaningless. How could anyone agree not to have children? Then what's the point of getting a wife? Getting a wife is of course for cuddling while sleeping, it has nothing to do with having kids. Isn't it comfortable to sleep with a fragrant and warm wife at night? Then, how about we have 1? Huh? What did you say? Nothing. Did I hear that right? She said how about we have 1? That's all for the future, what does it have to do with the current me? I still haven't had enough of this life yet, what kids? Zhang's recipe: warm up the leftover ribs from lunch, add some winter melon to them, pour the cooked noodles into the soup, and a bowl of delicious noodles is ready. You said you were ready for marriage, that means I can move into your room, right? No way, we're not married yet. If you move into my room, it'll be called adultery. Where did you learn that crap from? You can't regardless, we will be drowned in pig cages. The consummation will have to wait until we're married. I won't let you trick me into having a kid. What are you afraid of? I can't even beat you. Are you saying you would if you could beat me? Ahem. I wouldn't, even if I could beat you. I will only do things I like after you consent to it. What's more, I only just want to sleep together and that's it. Sooner or later, I'll get you to come into my bed yourself. I won't. It looks like it's still early. The dishes are also washed. Shoo, make way. Charging time. Why do you always like to touch my feet? My body feels weird, I keep feeling like I want to do something. I've thought about that question, the conclusion is that I don't like the act of touching your legs, but I like seeing you acting all shy after being touched. So if I don't act shy, you won't like touching them anymore? Of course not, but it will be a lot less fun. But I know you're actually still shy about it, so, what are you doing? Did I touch some sort of weird switch on him? The reaction is incredible. It's already 7:10. Oh right. It's already that time. I keep feeling like we aren't pure anymore. The youth is the most active and energetic portion of the entire society. They are the most willing to lean and least conservative, especially in this era. With knowledge, it is like standing on a mountain, you can see many things far away. Without knowledge, it's like walking in the dark, it's miserable. What are you saying? Nothing. I'm not going to stand today, I'll make chain mail instead. I need to calm down. You're finally here. Thought you weren't coming anymore. You're late. Where's the brother that's being punished to stand? I won't be standing today, instead, I will be demonstrating how to make chain mail. What's this all about today? Oh shit? Be careful, this is a gaming stream, not standing. Huh, I guarantee you all haven't seen it before. No one is watching me play games. This is an open ring, connect 4 rings to it, like this, then stretch the 4 on the sides, and you can slowly make a piece of chain mail. Streamer, are you from a family of generals? Do you put on armor after martial arts training? That's right, my grandpa's grandpa's grandpa, many generations ago, it was Su Chu who left behind the tiger full fist, which is what I was practicing. When practicing your fist, first train the waist. The waist is the focus of the whole force. The force starts from the ground, is sent from the legs, and dominates the waist. The waist loosens, sinks, and turns first. Only then can the force reach the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand. So the streamer's surname is Su. Are you guys siblings streaming together? This is clearly the Taiji fist, isn't it? Heh heh, the world of martial arts is ever-changing but inseparable from its roots, therefore all fist arts are actually the same. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, not siblings. I always knew something wasn't right. Isn't it normally the boyfriend playing games, and the girlfriend eating snacks while doing something else nearby? When has this live stream ever been normal? Have you seen a live stream where someone is being punished to stand and someone making chainmail? That's true. No, the stream is still live. The number of people in the live stream is a little small. Although making chainmail is interesting and new to the old viewers. But it's not very friendly to the new viewers, it seems like the retention rate is not high, I guess I should stand. It's here, the standing man is here. Can you guys watch me play games? I'm watching, I've been watching. I've been watching both, but you seem to be slacking today, you lost many times already. Is it difficult to play at a high level, or are you in a bad state? It's all Su Qing's fault that I'm like this. I just ranked up in the arena and haven't gotten used to it yet. It will be different the next game. Nice one, streamer. Amazing. Win streak. Shall we watch a movie next? Not watching. Whatever. But I must tell you that I didn't pee my pants. Bang. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, it's normal, we have a clear conscience. The other side, huh? Feelings are really complicated. You, my shoes. Second day. Why aren't you going outside and exploring? I want to learn how to operate a computer, and I will go out when I want to go out. She's staring at me with those eyes again. Now I'm really afraid that the warrioress will suddenly lift up my covers one day and pin me down on the bed. It was like that when we kissed back then. She was very embarrassed at first, but once she got a taste of it, she started doing it whenever, only after pinning me down for a while would she let go of me and let me hug her. I need to go out to do something. She looked like she was going to eat me up. I won't follow her example and send a message every time I go out, so that I don't seem like a frog with a backpack going out. Phew, the weather is really nice today. Well, isn't that Qingzi? Hello Uncle Zhao. Why are you looking at me like that? Are you and your girlfriend going out for a breather? Taking turns even? It's not what you think, But you should remember to smoke less. You don't understand, a cigarette after a meal makes you happy as gods. That statement has been studied by scientists and has been proven to be wrong. Oh. There are scientists that study that? Yep, they found out that there are no gods in this world. What's with this young couple? Last time Jiang he was sitting there, and I didn't know what she was looking at, and now Qingzi is sitting there too. Is there treasure over there or something? There's no treasure, I just find looking into the distance interesting. Why do you young people think about such weird things? How is it weird? Ah. That reminds me, it's time for the warrioress to go to school. After she completes all of these workbooks, it'll count as her graduating elementary school. When the time comes, I'll print her a graduation certificate, that should make her happy. Your package has arrived. Many thanks. What is that? You will know later. Once this box is opened, the warrioress's smile might not be as pretty before. By the way, do you want to go out and play tomorrow? We'll go out and play for a bit before she starts school, life should have a sense of ceremony. Where to? The amusement park. Since it's after the holidays, there shouldn't be many people, so the lines should not be long. Amusement park. Do you know that this is the strategy of finding the attack points to yourself? It's no wonder she's learning so fast when she's looking at this stuff every day. What strategy? It's where I haven't done anything to you yet, and you're already prepared. You really didn't do anything? At least for now. We're in a consensual relationship, otherwise I would have been blasted to the wall by you. If I were to describe her knowledge with specific values, 60% of it was taught by me and the remaining 40% was through the strategy. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on both of us. It's a quote by Stephen King. A foreigner named Stephen once said that. Why are you wearing a cap? I want to hide from the sun, but I'm too lazy to use an umbrella. You can wear it when it becomes sunnier. You don't seem too comfortable wearing it. Our ride is here. I've already taken every bus on that bus stop we were at. Impressive, impressive. Wearing that cap makes you look like those criminals from the TV shows. You really do look like them, you just need a mask to complete the look. Thank you for the high praise. As long as you don't seem like you're secretly whispering the criminal plans to me, I think I look pretty normal. The warrioress is still a little girl at the core, she seemed a little dull and out of it because her feelings were previously suppressed. As her real nature slowly shows itself, she should be more bubbly and will come to like even more things in the future. For example, romance. Jiangqing Amusement Park. Let's buy tickets from over there. Ticket office. Don't rush to join the queue, come with me. Hey boss, do you have discounted tickets here? I do, for 180. It costs 260 at the ticket window. It's even cheaper here than buying online. It's the ticket price for employees. How is it so expensive? Have fun. Of course. Why is it so much cheaper here? It's the internal price, and the tickets are typically given as a staff benefit or whatnot. They sell them to the shop owner, who then resells them. As long as there is money to be made, there exists a market for it. He is savvy in earning money, while you are savvy in saving money. Wouldn't they lose money if they are unable to sell the tickets at the ticket office? It depends on the situation. The cheaper tickets are sometimes deliberately released to attract a bigger crowd, while other times they are being taken advantage of. How do you seem to know everything? When you know why I know everything, you will know too. Spanning 100 acres of land and divided into 9 themed zones, this place is pretty big. Now that the holidays are over, there are little to no tourists visiting here. There is basically no queue at many of the attractions, and a day should be enough to conquer the place. This is the place meant for fun and entertainment. Yup, you'll see after you give it a try. I can't let her know that this is my first time here too, a man can't say no. This seems a little scary to me. Is this really not some form of punishment? Someone as capable as you should be able to fly down even if something bad happens, no? Okay, this seems secure enough. Welcome to the Mega Pendulum. The warrioress is right. This is some form of modern punishment. Shit, my legs are jelly. How is the warrioress doing? Okay, it looks like we're on the same wavelength. You still want a 60 again? Do you want to? You're scared too. Even with how skilled you are in martial arts. If I wasn't tied down, I wouldn't even be scared to jump from such a tall height. How are they enjoying the ride this much? It could be that they were forced to go on it. For example, the girlfriend might want to go on the ride, and the boyfriend has no choice but to follow. I won't be accompanying you on the ride. It seems like your feelings for me are not strong enough yet. Would you accompany me then? I wouldn't accompany you either. Two cowards having a serious discussion on something that will never happen is kind of stupid. It's obvious that neither of us is willing to take the ride again. If there was such a thing in our era, I would tie any dishonest person on the ride and have it run for a few hours. Stop. It's rare that we're here, why don't we take some photos? Okay. The ticket costs more than 100 yuan. I have to make my money's worth. A balanced ride, the merry-go-round should be fine. Even though it's a little weird for a grown man like me to ride it, I won't look out of place if I'm accompanying my girlfriend. Ready? Why are you always so fast when you're using the restroom? Because I'm a man, I just have to shake it around. Aren't you the one who asked? I can't get any more tanned. Let's go on the merry-go-round. You're still down for more rides? You won't fly around on this ride, nor will you be flung around in different directions. It's just like riding a horse. Really? Let's take a look then. If the ride is going to strap me down and send me flying around in the air, I will let him take the ride alone. The warrioress has been on this ride for half an hour. She must be trying to get her money's worth as she feels that the tickets were expensive. It's a voice message from Su Qing. Do you want to try something else? Let's sit on this one for a little longer. It's kind of weird though, the voice that is recorded on the phone sounds a little different from when I hear my own voice. Is the phone changing my recorded voice? We've been on this ride for even little kids wouldn't take the ride for this long. It seems like only this ride is more for entertainment, the others are all for torture. It's not fun, and we're even paying to suffer. That one. Get yourself strapped into the chair and get hung from the top, I'll watch you from below. Why should I get strapped at the top while you're watching from below? Why should we go on other rides then? Here is the best. Whoever is in charge of choosing the songs is a genius, they chose to play this song on the merry-go-round. I want a refund. I brought the warrioress over here to let her experience what it's like and have a fun day out, but I didn't expect. Since we're here, we might as well experience what it's like. Let's take a look over there, that's the Egyptian zone. Egypt is a Western country, there are deserts everywhere, they have pyramids and whatnot. They also like to mummify people. It's easy to tell from the golden yellow tone of the area. Have you ever thought that we would be like this? Like this. I took my time to sip this drink on purpose. If this was in the past, I would have used a single palm, to smash me to death. $10 tries, 50 yuan 20 tries. Big prize, big item. Medium prize, medium item. Small prize, small item. The prizes for the shooting gallery and the darts are pretty much the same. Hey bro, why don't you bring that pretty lady over for a round? If we were to each play the game once, will you be able to carry that many prizes? You can leave it at the entrance. These two haven't even played a round yet, and they're already thinking about whether they can carry the prizes. I've seen people discussing the prize they want, but it's my first time seeing someone thinking about this problem instead. It's 20 darts for 50 yuan. 10 darts are enough. I'll take 10 darts first. You just have to pop all of the balloons, right? Yup, popping 3 will get you a keychain, 6 will allow you to choose from the prizes over here. And 9 will allow you to pick from the belts and transformation devices. I can't believe there's such a good deal like this, it's such a piece of cake. And you can choose any prize you want if you hit all 10, including that big plush over there. I want the bear, so that you can hug it to sleep at night. We can try getting the belt during the gun game after, which one do you want? How about that belt? Throw one at a time. The serious looks on their faces are giving me goosebumps, are they pros in disguise? Ex-military perhaps. The guns are different from real guns, and it's even harder to do it with darts. Where do the two of them find such confidence? Surely it's all big talk. Pop, pop, pop. Can I take it now? Go ahead, you can. Do you still want the belt? Bro, sis, we're running a small business here. I can understand if pros like yourselves want to play for the thrill of it, and there are no issues with taking a prize or two, otherwise, it'll be hard for me to face my boss. Didn't we just tell you? We're this once. Let me just take another photo. I would like some bullets. I don't know how to play this. It's precisely because you haven't played it before that you have to try it out. Bro, have you two practiced before? We're from the Jiangqing Recreational Darts Association. Association? That sounds like there are not just one or two of these people out there. I'll have to tell my boss that Jiangqing has a bunch of these people who have nothing better to do. Otherwise, the two of them might spread the word once they leave and organize a group outing for that association to come here. The heck? What the hell? You didn't want to come when I invited you last time, and now you're secretly going there to play? There are no lines when you come at a time like this. That place is a scam. I spent over 1,000 to get the transformation device. It's enough to buy a whole list of other items. You're the one who's responsible for it with that impulsive spending of yours. Look at this. I'm done. It's not fun, and it's less useful than darts. A keychain as the small prize for you. This keychain comes in a set for couples. Let's play another round of darts then. I'll give you another one, take your pick. Let's just play another round. She likes it. Don't mess up my hair. Save me. Was it fun? I managed to get such a big bear with pretty much no effort at all. It should be worth quite a bit, right? Why do you want to sell it? Isn't it better to hug it to sleep? You can get experience for what? What? Okay, let's drop it off at the storage area and find a place to eat at. Let's order first, and when we're done eating, we can go on the Ferris wheel. What's a Ferris wheel? It's that tallest, big rotating thing in the amusement park. It moves really slowly, though it goes a little high up. You are not afraid of heights though. Those hands of hers are more than capable of beating up numerous people like me. Helping to integrate such a dangerous person into society, and to transform her into wife material, is all part of my duty. I'll be the bottom, no problem at all. Wait, does this mean that my place in the family is gone as well? He's staring at my hands and spacing out again. Nowadays, all I'm doing is using a keyboard and a mouse, as well as frequently applying fragrant hand cream on my hands. Could it be that my hands are more white and smooth now? It's really tall. It really does move very slowly. Slowly rising. Are you afraid of heights? How can it be? I'm not afraid. Yeah, right, you're not. Are you not even a little afraid? What's so scary about this? It's not like I'm getting flung around while strapped in a chair. Yelp. Shaking. Are you really afraid? Afraid of falling? It's not that, it won't fall as long as we are not running and jumping around. It's just too high up and it's a natural instinct to be afraid. If I were to climb out and grab onto the support beams, it shouldn't be a problem for me to jump onto the next cabin. It's really high up though. It'd be a waste to not take a photo of the warrioress in her hat. What are you touching me for? Did I ever ask you that whenever you grab my hands? Well. Su Qing's hands are much bigger and thicker than mine, and his palm always seems so soft. I can also feel the warmth whenever he envelopes my feet in those hands. Why did you suddenly kiss my fingers? I'm just doing to you what you did to me. Su Qing kissed my hand as well when we were eating just now, and I can feel the affection that overflows from doing such an action. You're being a little perverted. How is he turning this on me? Actually, deep down, I feel that I have a duty to fulfill as your guide, bringing you, the old granny from 1,000 years ago, to experience sights you've never seen before, witness the beautiful facets of life, and to enjoy this fantastic journey. I was given such a heavy responsibility by the heavens. Aren't you doing it right now? Thank you, I'm doing great. Didn't you say that we're both not worthy yesterday? Though, outside of my job, I'm still someone who is selfish in many ways. The heavens probably chose the wrong person. Let's go home. I have 3 bears now. This one, the bag, and the one that was beaten up several times. I can be the 4th that accompanies you in your room. I don't need it. Don't forget what I said. I'm giving you a present in 2 days. 2 days later. I have this specially prepared for you. A gift of love. Math Comprehension Workbook Elementary School Chinese 80 pages. Aren't these the ones that Xiaoyan is using? Bingo! You have to learn these too, and you'll be able to sell your vegetables without counting your fingers and muttering to yourself. Come experience the joy I felt when I was in school. This is some scratch paper you'll need for the math questions. You look like you need a beating. Anyway, your goal is to solve all of these questions. I've torn off the answer sheet, and you're not allowed to search for answers online. You'll have to answer these questions correctly on your own. Why is this person filling and draining the water container at the same time? Wasn't that cool? There was a whoosh sound from the sword. This guy is so noisy, I really want to stab him to death. Can't you see that I'm trying to learn? Ring. You've led my old man astray. Hello. He doesn't even bring Tyrant out for walks anymore, and says that he wants to make a mega chainmail while twisting metal rings with pliers. He said it's because his bone and body structure is big and wide. If we're being honest, the fault lies with you. How is it even my fault? You see, your dad was walking the dog around just fine, wasn't that great? Then, you taught my dad how to surf video websites. Who taught it to your dad? Once your dad got the hang of it, he regularly visited my channel and got motivated to make one himself after watching my video. Don't you see that it's all your fault? Look how it came back to bite you in your ass. Stop with the sarcasm. What should I do? My dad has been tinkering with that thing day in, day out. That's not a problem, just let him have fun. He brings the dog out for fun too. Your dad actually managed to find something that he is really interested in doing. Must you really police what he does? I like to tinker with things too, and it's barely a problem at all. Did you hear that? What? I'm practicing the sword. Practicing to be lowly. You're already lowly enough, there's no need to practice any further. 1 week later, as the orioles chirp in the lush green forest, a line of egrets soar across the sky. From my bed, illuminated by the moonlight, I suppose the ground is filled with frost. Xiao Ming and Xiao Hong left point A and point B respectively at the same time and ran in the same direction, turning around immediately after they met, and took 48 minutes to reach back to their original points. If Xiao Hong left point A 10 minutes earlier, she would meet Xiao Ming 20 minutes after he left point B. How long would it take Xiao Hong to run from point A to point B? What's the point of all this poetry and Xiao Ming and Xiao Hong's actions? What a headache. They could have left at the same time, but for some reason, one of them decided to run really slowly to let the other chase him. They could have just counted the number of rabbits and chickens, and yet they wanted to count the number of feet. The one who came up with this question is definitely a pervert with a fetish for feet like Su Qing. Don't be so frustrated, there are many benefits to studying. The most straightforward benefit is to earn money. The fastest way to earn money is to rob a bank, but if you were to use violence, you would be arrested. If you were to study and examine how banks work, you'd be able to pass the interviews and get employed at the bank. You can work hard and keep your plans to yourself, and you would be able to get some money from the bank without anyone knowing. Even the police wouldn't be able to catch you. That's work, isn't it? How is it robbing a bank? Whoa, congrats on evolving to version 1.0 of the smart little Jianghe. I'm heading out, make sure to behave at home. Okay. What's so good about going out when it's so hot outside? Don't do the fan thing where you're facing the fan and making weird noises. He's bluffing. I wasn't doing it. It's best that you weren't, you're already 19 and a mature adult. Thinking about this makes me angry. Everyone in the book is a moron. Can't you look at the watch if you don't know the time? If you want to catch up to someone, you can run faster. You can look at the time when the container is filled to know how long it takes. Why do you need to calculate everything? I want to slice the book in half with my sword. This is really the most fun thing to do. I promise to learn something, and learning this is the same. I've seen the D drive before, there was just a movie folder in there. Why does it show that 300 gigabytes of space is taken up? Could it be that the drive is faulty? Reasons why the D drive shows that it is low on storage. It's normal for there to be a mismatch between the storage shown and the actual files seen in the drive. The drive contains many hidden folders that are not usually seen, which also takes up storage. When files are saved on the drive, due to the needs of logical addresses, it might take up some folder space in the system files, which are normally not shown. After prolonged use of the disk drive, the drive may show discrepancies between the storage space. I'm back. Ah, you made spring onion beef and stir-fried peppers today. It smells great. What are you spacing out for? And nothing. I'll go get the rice. Why have you been staring at me? That's not true. Your face is very red. It's because it's hot. I'm full. It's time to stream. Why did you turn the volume off? I wanted to help you adjust the stream settings. At night. Ready. Viewers watching. Originally, I was just accompanying her to play around, but now it seems like it's getting really popular. Could it really become big? This popularity may have reached its peak. After all, it will only become more and more difficult to keep on winning with basic equipment, and there will always be a bottleneck one day. Basic equipment. That's right, if the streamer wanted to buy better equipment, she would have already done that. Look at that guy practicing martial arts and making chainmail every day, does he look like he lacks money? She is doing it on purpose. If you can get 1600 plus, I'll gift a rocket. If you can finish the chainmail, I'll gift 2 rockets. The person above, there's no rockets. Speaking of which. Are you selling the chainmail? 800 yuan, I'll take it. I'll pay 900 yuan. Fuck, a rich guy. They said they want to buy the chainmail. Not for sale, it's for personal use, I'm going to use it to fight in a war. That can be sold for 900 yuan. It took me a long time to make 2 sleeves, so selling it for 9,000 yuan wouldn't be asking too much. I'll buy it. Do people nowadays have so much money and leisure? I was just casually saying that, I'm not selling it for 9,000 yuan either. You guys can find cheaper ones online, it's not that expensive. When we live stream, we just have nothing to do and don't have any plans. As for you guys, take it easy when sending gifts. If you're enjoying the live stream and have money to spare, then send a gift, but don't go overboard. Otherwise, you'll get scolded by your husband or wife. What's a wife? Can you eat it? There's a thing called husband. I got emotional damage from this. Ahem, sorry about that, out of habit I thought everyone has a spouse. Actually, having a wife is great. Look, wife, moi. Scram. Are you guys quarreling? Quarreling? No, we get hands-on. It can't be described in detail since it's too violent. Making armor now. As a person who practices martial arts, you're. In short, don't make a big fuss about it, there is no couple who don't quarrel, as for how they resolve it, it doesn't matter. The truth. He's so pitiful that he has to make armor. A nice person, so it's not good to be so cranky, not good at all. End of stream. You seem to be more suitable for this than me, you can chat and joke with them. That's why I want you to think carefully about whether you want to be a food streamer or not. Why are you so far from me? What's going on with you these days? I'm fine. Do your work, don't think about random stuff. If this guy dares to do anything, I'll kick him back into his room. A few days later. Are you not going out to play today? Why is she always thinking about me going out these days? Something is wrong with you. I'm fine. Is this learning to give up on yourself? This book is usually done over 6 months, if you're tired then take a rest, that's why you don't have to think about me going out, I won't blame you. You said that hard work makes up for one's weakness. You do you then. It's a domestic martial arts mobile game produced by a small company that I have never heard of. The reason why my videos are comfortable to watch is because I never ask for any gifts, nor do I ask for follows or likes, it has always been relatively pure and straight to the point, I don't even have any sort of greeting. Advertisements, unless the other party gives a lot, or they're a big company, accepting advertisements so early will be detrimental to the development of my account. Let's answer politely first. A few hours later. ST class 35 people, second class 34 people. Working hard to make up your weaknesses. If you really feel tired, then take a break. Did you study like this way before? For like 9 years. Yep, if I didn't do well, I would be spanked by the teacher. That's too pitiful, the computer is where the fun is at. I want to watch something to take a break. This really reminds me of my childhood. I didn't like reading when I was a child, but I was afraid of being abandoned by society, so I studied hard, and then I was admitted into university. So you really can get abandoned by society? I don't know either. Although I don't need school knowledge to edit videos, my more than 10 years of studying have indeed shaped my views and way of thinking. You're trying to trick me into studying. I'm just stating the facts. There are many jobs you can do without studying, but it is difficult to find jobs where you are sitting in an office with air conditioning. Speaking of which, I also took the Mandarin test, and I thought about becoming a teacher at the start, and I'm still considering it as an option now. I feel like studying isn't all that useful. Your mom said that when you were watching Ultraman as a child, you cried and yelled with a flashlight to make Tiga stand up, and she thought you went crazy. You will understand when you watch the last episode. Mom, can you not? Deadbeat mom, can you not tell Jiang He about everything? What did I say? Stuff like Ultraman, Big Goose, Dog. Other people brag to their daughter-in-law about how awesome their son is, but you're over here revealing your son's dark history. You have a light history. When did you join the group? When you were reading in the study last time, Auntie and I were chatting outside, and she added me. I didn't even realize that there were 4 people in the group. Look. Where did this come from? This kid is pretending. How is he pretending? I asked Jiang He to take it. I said I missed him very much and asked Jiang He to take a picture to see what he was doing, so Jiang He took it for me. Now he doesn't go out and randomly spend money or cause trouble, so what are you not satisfied about? I didn't say anything either. Although Tiga was petrified and sank to the bottom of the water, he will definitely come back alive and defeat the monsters in the end. The previous dozens of episodes are all in this format. Where is there to cry about? Sure enough, Su Qin was very stupid when he was young. Why are you looking at me like that? You used to be a stupid kid. Kids are all stupid. Little Yen is very smart. That's because you didn't see her stupid side. When she started changing teeth a few years ago, she was so depressed that she thought she was going to die, so she ran over to say goodbye to me. When I was a kid practicing martial arts, my teeth fell out by themselves. How could they fall by themselves if they were clearly not touched? It's not surprising at all. Isn't it normal to feel like you're going to die when your teeth fall out by themselves? There was an old man in the village that was like that. He was so old that he lost all of his teeth and died within a few months. Why does everyone get so close? Stay further away. What's wrong with a couple exploring the abnormalities of the human body together? It's unacceptable. Okay, I'll apologize, sorry. Would you explore such problems with a modern girl then? No, the part about the modern girl is under the premise that the person is my girlfriend. If the person wasn't my girlfriend, I wouldn't be talking about those things casually. What about holding my leg? That's different. Whether you are able to accept it, and whether you're able to resist it, are 2 different matters. Got it. If I really wasn't willing, he wouldn't even be able to touch my legs, much less hold it. What's this? My grandfather's grandfather's grandfather, many generations ago, my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather many generations ago was Su Chu, and he passed down his tiger fist technique. Gather your energy from bottom up, feel the energy in your shoulder, arms, and wrists. Wife. All the martial arts in the world follow the same basic principles. Quarrel. We directly settle it physically. The chainmail is not for sack, it's for me to use. Don't stir the pot, my chainmail isn't ready. He's being punished to stand. He only likes to stand and doesn't like to speak. The clips of me practicing the stance and making the chainmail were edited into a video like this, and combined with the audio during the live stream, this dude made it look like a martial arts practitioner was suffering from humiliation and decided to make a chainmail in order to prevent his wife from beating him. Pfft. Who made me into an automat? The video is even tagged with, "The story of Jane Doe's growth in the arena, what an eye for detail." Is this what people mean by quoting out of context? It's lucky that this hasn't gone viral, otherwise, during the next live stream, people will be sending messages to mock me and say that I'm afraid of my wife. Goodbye, I'm an alien, this shit is annoying, I can't stay on Earth any longer. Life is short, and this too will pass. How about, we don't live stream today? Why? Damn it, she seems quite happy about it. It's no wonder, the video painted her in such a good light, be it slaughtering her opponents or bullying me, I have to think of a way to get back at her. I got it. Chew. Did you just kiss my feet? Will you still dare to tell me to scram next time? Don't do such perverted things to me. If he's like this when we're not even married, once we're actually married, will we be kissing each other all over like in that film, and even? This guy must be up to no good. Stand up quickly. What's wrong with you? Was that too much for her to handle? Forced shutdown. What's wrong? Why have you been so weird these past few days? You can't beat me. Something is definitely up with her. Could it be that she saw something that she wasn't supposed to? Taking into consideration the speed at which she learns about new things, perhaps she saw some of the videos that I haven't transferred out of the computer yet? Did you happen to see something that you were not supposed to? What do you mean by that? I'm referring to. Forget about it. I'll find an opportunity to probe her later. Now's the time. It's actually normal for humans to have needs, it's wired into our biological systems. Sometimes there is a need to deal with it, which will spawn industries related to it and produce content for others to watch. Therefore, if there is something on the computer, it doesn't mean that it is perverted, it's just an expression of art. Well, you get the idea. This guy is trying to bait me. I don't get it. Was I really mistaken? No worries, it's fine if you don't understand it now, just treat it as pop science, you'll come to understand it in the future. So how do you deal with it? Cough, cough, cough. I don't need to. Really? The previous time was just an accident. What previous time? Nothing. I almost exposed myself. Ah. It's raining. Men, it's raining heavily. It's a pity that Winter Melon isn't in the video. It's time to study. Study till 7 before live streaming. You're just addicted to acting like my teacher, aren't you? No, I just want for you to study earnestly and improve day by day. Teacher Sue. Teacher Sue. I knew it. Do you still want to deny it? No, it's not like that. Learning is, in any case, you're not allowed to slack off, you have to complete your exercises and read the books. Won't be able to calculate the prices when you go grocery shopping if you don't, and people will take you for a fool. I can calculate. Leek costs 2 yuan per 500 grams, and eggs cost 2.80 yuan per 500 grams. If I were to buy 750 grams of leek and 1,250 grams of eggs, how much is the total cost? You're not allowed to use your fingers. Even you can't calculate it. No, I can, the total would be 10 yuan. Alright, time to study. I'll just have to buy them in batches of 500 grams, also, why do I have to learn this when there are calculators around? You'll still have to learn it even if you have a calculator. The style of the live stream seems to have deviated. It was originally a gaming stream, and then it suddenly became a martial arts stream, and now it's like a husband and wife skit. Start stream. One of us is bending metal rings while the other is silently playing games. Neither of us has spoken for the past half hour, and yet the number of viewers is higher than yesterday. Awesome! What's that powerful martial art? Look, there are more than 700 viewers. Ahem, it isn't some mystical martial art, it's just the tiger fist technique. It was passed down many generations from Su Chu. By the way, who was the one who made an automat of me? Show yourself, you've made it as though my wife is really strict with me. What punishment, it's just me practicing the stance. Wait until I get my hands on some wooden poles and show off my kicking skills with them. I'm not exaggerating, she doesn't dare to defy me at home, that is the power of my authority. A small fry like her. Pfft. Do you know the value of being a king at home? Got it, we know your status at home. He can say whatever he wants, the live stream will continue regardless. You want some? No thanks, I don't accept acts of charity. She just has to throw and I just have to catch, it'll really look like she is feeding a dog, and there is no way I'll be able to explain myself out of that one. Humph, whatever. Speaking of which, it seems like the warrioress has hit her peak at around 1500 rating with the lousy equipment she has. The only time her chances of winning are higher is when she gets lucky and matches with someone that has a weak class like hers. Hey, do you want to try switching to a stronger class? I feel that the current one is too weak, let's change to a stronger one. Once you hit around 1600 rating, there will be people paying you to lose on purpose, and we can earn some extra money then. There's such a good deal. Yup, it's more common in the higher rating, it's the same as getting a rare drop while grinding. Ha, if you continue to stand in your stance, I'll give you a spring outfit. That's it. Give me your wallet account details. I'll pay for you to be in your stance. Isn't that a good way to earn extra cash, streamer? What's wrong with that? We're just streaming for fun, as long as it makes us happy. Anyway, it's not certain that she will be able to go that high. There's still 10 minutes left till it's 8. If you had told me that earlier, I would have been at that rating long ago. Gifted a flower, this gift was given to me, right? Forget it. If I were to ask, he'd probably say that it wasn't for me. I've seen through his tricks. Carefully picking her class. Heh, the money earned from the grinding all went into these potato sticks. Oh, she chose the female sword devil. Female sword devil, all the best. I'm even wearing that ugly Christmas hat in battle. Impeccable skills, unbeatable. Even if the viewer count decreases when I'm not in my stance, the warrioress didn't say much, and concentrated on playing the game, she'll probably crawl into my arms unwillingly after the livestream to talk. To her, gaining attention or gifts isn't important. She plays the game for the viewers, they can stay if they want to watch her play, or they can leave, all she has to do is to play the game seriously, and that's all there is to this exchange in her opinion. The next day. The weather is horrible like that during May and June. Once the rain is over, summer will properly start. Looks like there is no time to wait for the rain to get less heavy. I'll go get the groceries. Wait. I'll tag along with you. You know, it'll be more romantic if we were to share one umbrella when we're out grocery shopping on a rainy day. Why would you want to squeeze under one umbrella on a rainy day? Are you looking to get wet? It's normal for couples to do dumb things like that when dating. Are you able to deflect the rain with your swordplay? Like swish and dance through the rain while coming out dry on the other side? Of course not. If I could do that, you'd have seen me in a pristine state that day, and not like a wet chicken. A wet chicken. True. Jiang-hee. I'll help you hold the basket. The more I think about it, the more it doesn't seem right. What doesn't seem right? You obviously treat me as a cook, so why do you want me to study? Even if you are a cook, you have to read books and solve problems. Don't try to find excuses to not study. At times like this, she must be exposed mercilessly. This girl is way too crafty. Let's play a song. It's on the lock screen. Actually, even if you didn't lock it, I won't just look through your computer. Don't you think your words have hidden intentions? No, I'm just elaborating on the matter. Of course, since you weren't used to the environment, it is easy to be misled by some messy things. I did look at your search history before, but I was just doing it out of responsibility and worry for your future growth. It's just like how a father would ask the teacher what his daughter has been doing at school. It's the same mentality. Then what about now? Now that you have integrated into society, you have the ability to live independently, have your own cognition and ideas, and have privacy. Of course, I will respect your privacy. Also, regardless of the reason, I apologize for peeking at your search history a long time ago. Something is not right. There wouldn't be a problem if you didn't mention it, so why are you doing this? You really do want to take a peek. I have repeatedly confirmed that if the history is cleared, there is no way to get it back. Is there still a way to find it? Nope, it's a matter of respect and privacy. No matter how close the two of us are, each of us will have our own space, which is very normal. You should not have to guard against me to guarantee your own space and privacy. There is no such logic in the world, understand? I don't think it's necessary, but it's good to reason with people you like. Reasoning with strangers is a different story. Fine, I accept your apology. I wouldn't have been angry if you told or not. So it's for being together for a long time. Bang! Details make a difference. I'm going to stand on a stool and cabinet you in a bit. I'm so scared. Maybe we were like this in our previous life, walking on the street with an umbrella and passing by. Then someone wanted to murder me, you drew your sword, and you saved me. What previous life? Who knows, they say every bite and every sip is preordained, maybe it's all predetermined. You saved me before, and I took you in this time, reincarnation. Stop talking nonsense and help me peel the garlic. Okay. And just like that, June, which is summer, has arrived. I'm heading out. There are popsicles in the fridge, but don't eat too much, or it'll upset your stomach. This must be what that guy means by being free and happy. The old man left the yellow crane tower in the west, and the fireworks went down to Yangzhou in March. The lonely sail is far away, the blue sky is gone, only the Yangtze River flows in the sky. You don't need to memorize these poems, you just need to read them. Li Bai was so amazing that there are still records of him more than 1,000 years later. It is incredible to see these people recorded down in history. I also find it incredible. I think about waking up one day to discover that Housie was recorded down in history. And turned into a policeman from 1,000 years ago that was involved in several major events that were recorded. That's the feeling. By the way, if you go on a long journey, a long walk outside, wear this, remember to wear a sun hat too. Why did you pull down the shades? It was too sunny, so I pulled them down to block the sunlight. You don't need to wear those at home. If you're hot, you can turn on the air conditioner, I'll teach you how. Beep. This button is the power button, this is to adjust the temperature, this is to change the wind direction. It really is cool. Your room doesn't seem to have this. Let's switch back the rooms, I'm not afraid of the heat. You can stay here, how can we keep on switching rooms? If it does get too hot to handle, I can come sleep on your floor. It's actually not that hot. What did you just say? That thing was bought for wearing, what is there to hide? Didn't you secretly wear it? How can you smear a person's innocence out of nowhere? I never wore them. I saw it that time. You were washing socks early in the morning. Anyway, I wasn't being sneaky. You can wear whatever you want, it's up to you. She will wear them one day. But why is she still so resistant? It's clear that she isn't against kissing and hugging now. What is she struggling with? Is she still afraid that I will do something? To be fair, I can't beat you, so there is nothing to worry about. Even your bare legs are often touched by me, yet you're afraid to wear socks. What if you lick me? I can't sew your mouth shut. How could I do something like that? How could you not? You kissed my foot last time. I've seen through it a long time ago, wearing those weird clothes is to get ready to do nasty things. You can't fool me. Alright, let's not think about that. Hurry up and study, there are so many workbooks left to be done. I don't want to solve problems. You violent warrioress, can you not act like you've been wronged? It feels incredibly fake. Anyway, I won't do it. If you ask me to do math problems again, I'll beat you. There we go, that is more like it. Clack. Su Qing is going on a business trip for a week. In order to push myself to work harder in math, I started writing this diary. June 9th, the plan is to finish all of the one lesson, one exercise for the 4th grade level and wait for Su Qing to check, and then prepare to learn the geometry formulas and simple equations for the 5th grade level. June 10th, watched films, ate popsicles, and played games. June 11th, watched films and played games. June 12th, I went to the public activity area to play with the fitness facilities and then continued to watch films when I went back. June 13th, Jianghe, oh Jianghe. How can you be so depraved? Have you forgotten your previous study plan? You can't be laughed at by Su Qing again for being a stupid illiterate. You can't keep going on like this. June 14th, watched films and played games. For the past me, the biggest use of a bookshelf was to hold other stuff. However, it's different now. With books for the two of us, it has come to a point where we have no choice but to store our books properly using the bookshelf. Perhaps due to my dad's influence, when it comes to spending money on books, I don't feel bad at all. Regardless of whether the contents of the book are useful or not, it feels great to just pick any random book to read when you're bored. This looks like a scholar's bookshelf now. But you're a scholar to begin with. We will both be scholars once I am more knowledgeable. Who would have thought that my Jiang he would become a scholar as well? Second Miss would die of shock if she were to recite a roadmap on how to modernize society. You're studying without me telling you now. I've thought it through. If I don't study, I would either have to rely on you or do menial labor under the hot sun. You'd have to rely on me still even if you study. A warrioress that gives up on martial arts and studies instead, where fists can't solve all problems, ahem, admirable indeed, please continue. I will never improve if I were to only play video games. The best way to improve myself is to study, otherwise, would still have to become a farmer after years of playing games. It would be different if I were to study. I will be able to come up with ways to make money like you and your chain mail armor. Half an hour later. You dozed off. On second thought, I should just become a farmer instead. In my dream, Second Miss said that I'm not cut out for this. Don't start putting away your books. Why should I be studying while you're just enjoying life on the side? Because you weren't here when I was studying. That's unfair. I was practicing the sword at that time. How about this, for every hour I study, you'd have to practice the sword for an hour. I'm sure that you're aware that practicing the sword keeps you healthy as well. You're not allowed to say no. Okay, I'll practice. A few days later. She's officially studying materials from 5th grade. It's been more than a month since she has started her learning journey, and this pace is really fast. It's great. You'll only become an expert through hard training, and only then will you be able to hold me down when you kiss me. Don't make robot noises with the fan, and don't draw the curtains too frequently. What's wrong with drawing the curtains? Wait for that day to come. I won't be eating dinner at home tonight, you'll have to eat by yourself. Oh, when will you be back? Probably around 7 or 8, I'll let you know if I'm staying out later than that. Come back early. For him to see through me this easily, he must have done the same thing in the past. Pervert. Are you even watching? That was directed at my boyfriend. He's out today, so he's not practicing his stance. He said that he would be home around 7 or 8, that would be 7:30 if we were to take the middle of it, and yet he's still not home. Streamer, you're raising a pig at home. That's a cat, it's just a little fat, that's all brother, you're late to the party. Just watch the stream for a couple more days and you'll see the 5 great wonders: the male streamer who's making the armor by hand, the female streamer who's addicted to the game, a wax figure in a punishment stance, the diligence of Zhong Kuei, and the cat that looks like a pig. That's too much to process. Are you watching the stream? Are you watching the stream? When are you coming home? When are you coming home? Soon, I'm heading back now. Creek. About that thing you taught me. Don't worry, it's not mine. It's not yours. It's a long story, let me take a shower first. I'll be quick. Staying out for so long and coming home later than expected, and with blood stains on him. Can you grab my pajamas for me? Oh, I'll get it for you. I was supposed to be back by 7, but something cropped up, I had to go to the hospital and then the police station, which made me come home late. What's up with the blood? It's Chin House. The one who was in a predicament wasn't me, it was someone else. That's good to hear. I thought you got slashed by someone. Can't you think more positively? If the roles were reversed, and you came home late into the night with blood on you, I would have thought that you're the one doing the slashing. I stay at home all day playing games now though. Are you exhausted? You should head to bed early. I won't be able to sleep if you don't stop touching me like that. He has some minor injuries. Don't keep mentioning death all the time. Oh, do you want something to eat? I don't usually think this way, but the more I look at the warrioress, the more she looks like a wife. Alright, I'm done eating. Let's sleep early today, and leave everything else for tomorrow. Good night. Don't think about violence all the time, today was just an accident. Accident? Anyway, it's just a story where the hero failed to save the damsel in distress, got stabbed, and I had to save the hero instead, it was totally an accident. I'll pay him a visit again today, and I'll have to head to the police station after. You really don't have to give me your sword for self-defense. Housie is the unlucky one, not me. He gets into accidents everywhere he goes, and I just got dragged into it, that's all. Come home early. I will, remember to study. Uncle. Uncle, have a banana. Are you able to eat this? Forget it, I'll eat it myself. What on earth happened? Didn't he tell you about it? He described himself as though he was some hero, and it was as if he was one step away from being the mightiest hero ever. It was just like listening to a fairy tale, if he is that strong like he described, why is he lying here? I was too careless and didn't think that the rascal had a knife, let alone use it, keep quiet and eat your porridge. I'll listen to what Chingzi has to say. Ahem, it went like this, the two of us were having a meal, and we decided to have some fun at an internet cafe. At the cafe, someone was using a bat to rob a girl, so Housie came forward to stop him, and took a knife for her instead. That's all. That's all. That's how it should have been. Why did you have to describe it as though you broke your limits and fought the guy in multiple bouts? What nonsense are you trying to pull? This brat was bragging for half an hour before you came. It seems like this brat got into the wrong job, and should have been a storyteller instead. Singing the same tune as Su Qin, they would be able to carry an entire theater to glory, but in the face of a girl, you wouldn't get a squeak out of him, and he loses his ability to talk. I wasn't bragging, I had to restrain him at the start, and take his bat away. Dad, you should go eat. He'll be fine with me here. Okay, I'll head off then. Is it serious? It's not. I managed to avoid any serious injuries when I turned my body. Be careful now, the porridge that you're eating right now might just leak from your abdominal wounds. Don't talk nonsense, instead, what's the matter with you? Where did you learn those martial arts? Second banana. What martial arts? It was all just in the heat of the moment. I'll attribute it to the past 2 years of meditating my body and soul. If this happened 2 years ago, with that bad temper of mine, I would have chopped his head off with one strike. Does this count as being courageous? Will I get recognized for it? It's best if I were to receive a pennant of some sort. That way, I'll be able to show it off to my dad. What gave you that idea? At most, it'll be considered as encountering a helpful citizen while doing police work, so you can forget about whatever bravery award. You're lucky that I'm a police officer, otherwise, he might have tried to go after you in the future. Humph, why do honest people get targeted all the time? You'll still have to help with the investigation later. Which reminds me, that tiger fist of yours. Smack. It's so unlucky that I came across someone so rash and got stabbed by him. Qingzi really surprised me though, he knocked him out cold with just one strike. He was out for a really long time. Who knows, your ancestor might have been Qin Qiong. Heh, I can't say for sure. Qin Qiong is a famous Tang dynasty general who is also commonly used as a door god. Ah. Is this Officer Hay's room? Ayo, it's the girl from yesterday, she's here to see you. He's here, come on in. Hello, Officer K. Ahem, my last name is Qin, not Hay. I'm so sorry, my apologies. Hello, Officer Qin. Anyway, thank you for the help yesterday. You're welcome, it's part of the job. You guys carry on. I suddenly remembered that I have to make a trip to your police station. Wait. Bang. I'm off. Uncle Qin will be back soon. Let him know that I'm gone. That's the best I can do for a brother of mine. Ah, Uncle Qin, I have to make a trip to Housy's police station right now, so I'll be leaving first. That lady that Housy saved yesterday is here to thank him, she's in the room now. Go when you're done with your chainmail, I'll make that rascal wear it every day. Sure thing. The smell of disinfectant was everywhere in the hallways. A place like the hospital always does bring your mood down somewhat. Fresh air is still the best. I used too much strength and didn't manage to get commended for my actions. I don't even know how many trips I'll have to take to the police station before this all gets resolved. Housy is really a jinx. You've trained before? Huh, it's nothing serious. Let me see your hand. Wow, that strike of yours was really clean. Weren't you here last time because of a fight as well? Haha, I have a sense of proportion. See, during that fight, I let the other person beat me up. Only in emergencies like this, do I unleash some of my power. Don't be glib, as long as you're aware of your actions. I have many pairs of handcuffs here anyway. Let's deal with this first. Take out your identification card. It's fortunate that you were there, or Qin Hao would have. Nothing would have happened, right? That guy would have ran away instantly after stabbing him. Wait, you knowing what Housy is like, he would have clutched his stomach and continued to drag that guy. Shit, the more I think about it, the more shaken I am. I should have given that guy a couple more kicks at that time. Mr. Honorable Citizen Su, Please be contactable for the next few days, we might still need your assistance. What? Am I going on the news? Don't overthink it, the perpetrator is still in the hospital. Alright then. It's past lunchtime, I'm guessing the warrioress has already eaten, I'll just find somewhere and grab a quick bite. Is Housie okay? This guy was the one who insisted on going to the internet cafe yesterday. If Housie is a jinx, then this guy is the bad omen. Just a noodle shop, I'm here. I'm just a kind, innocent bystander, what evil intentions does this guy have? Where did you go? I just came from the police station. What did you order? Smells good stir-fried knife-shaved noodles. Boss, I'd like a portion of it as well. I'm serious, the foundation of your body is too poor. It's like, Muay Thai, you know. People who practice Muay Thai will kick a tree all day and push the limits on the amount of force that their bones can withstand. Through this, their bones will become stronger and more powerful bit by bit. Someone as weak as you will shatter your bones with one kick. Also, there is no use for you to learn stuff like this. What's the point when we're living in a peaceful society? Why did you learn it then? Me? You might not believe it, but I do it for love and peace. Of course I can't tell him that the reason I'm training in martial arts is to not get pinned down at the bottom. What a joke. Here are your noodles. You almost had me convinced, oh, thank you. Let's go to the hospital together later, I bet Housie has nothing to do as well, we can play some cards. Sure. It became so late after a session of cards. The warrioress isn't around. She's probably out on a stroll to God knows where again. Ah, Su Qing is back. I've had so many things to tell him since yesterday but there wasn't time. Su Qing, I rode on the metro today. For the price of $2, I got to enjoy the AC all day, plus the ability to travel from north to south and back, though, it was all underground. Oh. I hope you didn't bring any prohibited items with you. Like a pocket knife or something. Actually, a key works as a knife as long as you jam it in the eyes. Stop, please don't say horrifying stuff like that. I haven't had the chance to sniff him all day. Why are you so smelly? Oh, maybe it's because I was at the hospital all day. It's the smell of disinfectants. It stinks. Right, if you want to enjoy the AC, you can do it at home, there is no need to go to the metro every time just for it. Only uncles and aunties go do that during summertime in order to save on electricity costs. A youngling like you living the life of an old grandma, you'll be sure to pick up some bad habits. I don't think it's a bad habit. Though, the thought of trains whizzing past under my feet fascinates me. I'll bring you on a plane next time, that is even more magical. Planes are the result of thousands of years of knowledge condensed together. This little old lady is magical as well. I'll take a shower first, it's true that the smell on my body is overbearing. I finally understand the reason why she wanted to enjoy the AC on the train, she'll be able to avoid doing her homework that way. It's fine if you slack off occasionally, but you can't do it all the time, okay? I'm just too lazy to do it, otherwise, I'd have finished it all in a day. Show me then. I don't want to, if I were to finish it now, you'll just get new ones, even though you promised that we'll be doing this for only a month. I can't, I have to hold back, or I'll ruin my plans to move into her room in an act of rashness. Quick, carry Winter Melon away. Winter Melon, come here. How are you able to get him to listen to you? Creatures like cats are all abnormal in the head. But there is a trick, you can lick him once, and he will give you a shocked face. Then, just lick him again to subdue him. Mom cats regularly lick the fur of their kittens, so do older cats on younger cats. It's a show of status and dominance. Therefore, if you were to lick him, he will obey you. Want to try it out? I don't want to. It's time for dinner. Give me a minute, I'll be done soon. What video are you editing? Listening to this song, isn't it clear how the story goes? But if I were to edit and change it into a story about reminiscing about the past, is the girl dead? I don't like this story. Yup, you can string a bunch of clips together to make a whole different story, that's the beauty of editing. It was originally about a couple conquering the world, and yet he changed it into a man living out his days all alone, for the sake of his partner. Some people like it though. I'm only done with a third of the video, and I'll have to complete it after dinner. It's hard for your interests and career to coincide. Usually, once your interests become your work, it ceases to be interesting to you, thus, I often say that you shouldn't rush things. Do you still like playing games now? I do. You can be serious about it then, I'm looking forward to seeing you hit 1600 rating. I don't know why, but after seeing him yesterday in the middle of the night, covered in blood, I have the urge to get closer to him even more. Why are you touching my stomach? I didn't ask you why you touched my legs. You didn't ask. Are you sure? Don't worry about it. Second miss, I've made it, this has been the first time I've gotten handsy with a man. You should try to soak your hands in warm water more often, especially your right hand. Did you order the hand cream that we searched for last time? I did. Really? Could it be that you didn't order it because you thought it was, how is it possible, I really bought it? You didn't catch the stream yesterday, I got a lot of gifts. Really? Let me take a look. Whoa. That's quite a lot indeed. You even got more subs. Are subs really expensive? A sub is like a monthly pass with different tiers. Tier 2 costs $19.99, and Tier 3 costs $199.99. And that's just for 1 month. You'll earn 99.5 yuan from a Tier 1 sub, which means we'll have a base salary of over 1,000 in a month. Streaming for an hour a day, 30 hours will net you 1,000, which is about 30 yuan per hour. That's pretty good. That much? This feels a little too easy. It looks easy at first glance, but the devil is in the details. It's mainly because we accumulated some popularity at the start, and your skill level is pretty high in the arena. Hitting 1500 rating with trash equipment is no easy feat also, with the experience from grinding in the early stages. I've understood the many mechanics out there, which led to an easier time in the arena. Anyway, this feels super easy for me. It's as easy as you earning money. You can't have that mindset. It's not easy to do all of those. Do you have no conscience? Even though I'm happy that you've learned how to trash talk, it's really not as simple as it seems. It might seem as though I'm just loafing around all day, but when it comes to editing videos, 90% of the time is dedicated to finding suitable source material. My time spent with the computer is even more than the time spent with you. Sourcing for material is the biggest time sink, and it's really tiring. Alright, you should reflect on why you're able to earn this 1,000 yuan. For example, how were you able to earn it without grinding for 8 to 9 hours a day, or how you're able to be so familiar with the different job classes, how you're able to stomp others so quickly, and whether you're able to keep this wave of popularity up whenever I'm not on stream. If you're unable to figure out how you've managed to earn this 1,000 yuan, it might one day dry up, and you'll no longer find the money easy to earn. I'll secure these 1,000 yuan. I'm just teaching a warrioress from the Tang dynasty to be independent, you don't have to give me that look. Should I call you Teacher Su now then? Mom, it's me. I wasn't the one who caused the trouble, you weren't there to witness it. Housie was walking by the road when he suddenly shouted, "Police! Freeze!" It gave me a scare, but it looked very cool. No, there are rules and regulations to follow. Sometimes he can approach them quietly, while other times he has to identify himself. It's not silly, it's part of his responsibilities. He wouldn't be Qin Hao if he turned a blind eye. I'm fine, I took that guy down instantly. Too bad it doesn't qualify for any awards for being a courageous citizen. Otherwise, I would have gotten a banner and displayed it in my living room for you two to see. It's lucky that Qin Hao wasn't raised by my mom, or he would have been taught to slip away at the first sign of danger. My dad was right about women. I also have no idea what kind of children this violent warrioress will raise. There's still some time left until 7. Let me check in on my chainmail's progress. I'd have to decide if I should make the chainmail down to my waist or my knees. I'll just make it to my waist for now though. If it is not too heavy, I'll continue on. If it is, I'll just give up on it. After all, the stainless steel rings used in this are the real deal, and I didn't cut any corners. Since it's still early, I'll take the chance to upload one of my completed videos. Did I scare you yesterday? No. You don't have to deny it, the gaze you had at that moment is enough to chill the room in summer. It's just, I'm worried that you'll just suddenly die one day. Thank you for your concern then. You told me that this place is safe, and that there wouldn't be any fights and killings. Was just speaking in relative terms to your era, what happened yesterday wouldn't be encountered by 80% of people. The majority of the remaining 20% are people who have jobs related to things like that, so it was really an accident. Does that mean Hao falls under that 20%? Yup, the danger that he faces is significantly higher than normal people. You didn't practice your sword today. I will have to shape him into a capable fighter, so that I won't have to worry about him getting slashed. People only worry like that when everything is fine. It takes some bad luck to bump into a robber. What are the chances of me bumping into one every day? PM. Ahem, we game because it is our hobby, and we even game when we are not streaming, therefore, in principle, I wouldn't recommend anyone donating anything, you just have to show your support within your means. XXX sent a flower. XXX sent a flower. XXX sent a flower. So much money. Damn, saying that earned us so much, it looks as though we're playing hard to get. End of stream. Got another 30 yuan today. We've earned enough for half a chicken, and we can use it for soup. It's more than that, probably around 80 yuan. This rich guy seems to be forever at rank 1 on the donation leaderboard, what an idler. Number 1 Young Master Wang. That's 2,400 a month. We'll just give you an average life in Jiangcheng, so you'll have to continue putting in the effort, warrioress. The key thing to note is that this comes from just an hour a day. I'm around during this hour as well, so we have to split it by 2, so on average, it's just 1200 per person. I'm going to take a shower first. Let's watch a movie later. I want to write some movie reviews. Sure. This guy has his hands on me again. Watching the movie seriously. What on earth did I just do? I don't care for you or money. It's very important for me to get rid of you. Keep quiet. Alright, guess I won't say anything. I swear that I wanted to reject her at first. It's really not right for a warrioress to do things like that. Why did you stop writing? I don't have anything to write. You weren't watching the movie? No, I've watched it several times before. Forget it, I'll leave it for another day. Does writing this not earn you any money? It's not that it doesn't earn me money, I just haven't earned anything from this yet. It's not a guarantee that I'll earn money from this, even if you've been doing it for long. There is nothing in this world with a 100% success rate. If it was that easy, who wouldn't be doing it? You've said before, that, humans, have needs, to be met. That's right, humans all have needs, and it's all decided by our anatomy. Between couples, it's normal for that to happen. I can't let her have any more misconceptions, there are enough fetish labels on me as it is. Ahem, worn fetish, hard fetish, we're both innocent. Is he mocking me? Ouch ouch. You're becoming more and more like a modern person now. Humph. Do you want me to help you too? It's actually very normal, you don't have to be shy. I don't need it. Damn it. I'm no longer going to skip today's training. I'm going to bed first. Your room is pretty warm, so don't forget to move the fan in. Can't we just look out for each other, and enjoy the AC together? Can sleep on the floor. What's the difference between that and having a wedding night? A wedding night would involve other activities, but I won't do anything after moving in. Even though I really want to, I can't, since I can't overpower her or pin her down. Was this all according to your plan? What plan are you talking about? I'm just your pure-hearted boyfriend, why would I have such nefarious thoughts? Let's switch back our rooms then. Forget it, I'll just continue to sleep in the storage room. I can pass it off as an accident the first time, but there's no explaining the second time. What indecent nonsense have I learned? Good, this guy should be asleep by now. It really feels quite warm with only a fan in this weather. The AC is really such a great invention. I felt someone in here, was I mistaken? Well, the warrioress wouldn't pull a sneak attack in the middle of the night. Stand up. Close. You're up late today, I'm already done with practicing my punches. Did you not have a good night's sleep last night? That's not the case, I had a very good sleep. You know, practicing this martial art really strengthened my body. I'm full of energy every day, and I feel like I can kill a cow with one punch. Why don't you give up practicing the sword, and practice the fist with me? Or perhaps you should just not train at all, you're already at such a high skill level, and it would make no difference. No, I can't be lazy, what if I go back one day? If that's the case, why don't we get to know each other better before you go back? Why don't you give it a try? Then. I'll try. Quickly take it back. Ahem, I'm scared that your heart isn't ready for it, I'll try again at night. This guy is so annoying. 2 big bowls of hot porridge, this is the best. Time to take a nap. Wait, wouldn't that make me as useless as Su Qing, who would only wake in the afternoon before? I'm heading out. I can't be like Winter Melon, who only knows how to eat and sleep all day. I'll be going out in the afternoon as well, if I don't message and say that I'm on my way home, you can take it as I'm not coming home for dinner. Got it. The weather looks great today. Morning, Uncle Zhao. Morning to you too, you're going out to have fun again. I'm going out for a stroll. When we were visiting Su Qing's parents, Su Qing didn't even take a glance at the security, much less greet them. For Su Qing, Uncle Zhao is less like a security guard and more like an elder he respects. Here, vegetarian buns and porridge. Patients should eat lighter foods. Why is it time to eat again? Again? Are you just planning to have one meal? It's not that. Earlier today, Wang Zi woke up late, and it was almost 10 a.m. when he brought food over. You can eat it later then. Whoa, the blood is no longer seeping through, it looks like it's recovering nicely. Say, will we be on the news for this? Bumping into a robber while off duty and bravely stepping up to stop him, then almost losing his life, if not for the help of a courageous bystander. It's such good material for the press, and it can give off positive vibes. I don't know, all my colleagues did when they visited me earlier was to tell me to rest up. It has always been my dream to randomly encounter such an event and step up to stop them. With this, I can strike it off the bucket list. Mediating disputes and looking for lost pets, even 10 of those cases couldn't give me the sense of accomplishment from this one case alone. This wound is nothing, considering that the victim is safe and sound. This orange is really sweet, try it. That girl gave me them yesterday. Can you even eat oranges with that wound of yours? It's fine, I just had a little taste. Why does it feel like your face is glowing? You're looking silly and got a goofy smile. Spill the beans, how did it go with that girl from yesterday? She's just an employee at the convenience store near the internet cafe and got targeted while on her way home from work. Luckily, this hero, was around. If we're talking about hero rescuing the damsel in distress, we're like heroes, saving you and her, the damsels. Hey, what's with that expression of yours? Didn't you say that you were practicing the sword? Yup, just like in those TV shows, once my aura has recovered, I'll be unstoppable with a sword. Yeah, keep on bragging. Qingzi, you're here to visit Qin Hao again. Sorry for the trouble, Uncle Qin, let's play Fight the Landlord together, it's boring to play with just the two of us. Knock knock, coming. It's probably Wang Zi. That guy. It actually isn't. I'm here to see Officer Qin. Ah, come in, come in. This lady is acting weird, she just has to thank me once, why is she here again? You know. I suddenly remember that I have something to do. Thinking about it, I have to take Tyrant out for a walk too. We're leaving first. Uncle Cheen, it's fine if you have to bring Tyrant for a walk, but can you not drag me out like this? It makes me look like I'm Tyrant. I'm indeed bringing you out for a walk, I'm just finding a reason to excuse myself. Why do you have to excuse yourself? She's just there to thank him, are you overthinking it? I'm not overthinking it, it's just, a little awkward. That explains it, I guess I know who Housey takes after. Sigh, he gave me such a scare that day, one moment he was fine and the next moment he was admitted to the hospital. He's just a small-time cop, how did he end up getting this injured? He's just being a hot-blooded and responsible cop, it's a good thing. Good, my ass. Okay, ass indeed. Looks like the old geezers in every family are the same. He tells me that it's safe every day and that he only goes around looking for lost pets and settling minor disputes. In the turn of an eye, he's lying on the hospital bed. How committed is he to being a police officer? Everyone has their own aspirations. I'm sure that you're aware of his aspirations to be part of the police since young. Whenever we're playing cops and robbers, everyone would fight to be a robber, but not him. He's the only one who would fight to be a cop. His dreams are becoming reality now, there's no way you'll be able to get him to change at this time. Uncle, it's good to have a sense of justice, and his is much stronger than mine. Also, this is just a rare, one-off incident. If he encounters such a situation on a daily basis, wouldn't Jiangqing be in a state of upheaval? Even though it's a rare incident, he was unlucky enough to get involved. Right, I've been watching you practice your martial arts on the video website. You should teach it to Housey when you're free so that he can get stronger too. He doesn't want to, they're teaching him their own style over there. They don't learn the one I'm practicing. Loving Fanny son, it's almost your birthday, isn't it? If it wasn't for this reminder from Mom, I would have forgotten about my birthday. In previous years, during my birthday, I would head out to have noodles with 2 eggs, tell Mom that I had a scrumptious meal, and head home to sleep, or I would get my good friends for food, drinks, and karaoke, ending the day intoxicated and considering my birthday spent. I'm heading off then. Clack. I'm guessing she's off to idle around and enjoy the AC in the metro. She's getting bolder every day, and she's turning more into a modern person. I'm home. Such a strong smoky smell, what on earth is Su Qing doing in the kitchen? Why is there such a huge cake here, is it your birthday today? Yup. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I would have prepared some delicious food today. Life must be ritualistic and filled with surprises. That's not a good reason to waste these ingredients. The kitchen has always been my territory, and now it's all messed up thanks to this guy. What kind of ritual can a guy who only knows how to cook ramen do? That cake is massive. Really? I feel like it looks about the same size as the one we had before. The previous cake seemed to disappear after a few mouthfuls. That's because you have a big mouth. My mouth isn't big. It isn't indeed. Blow out. When is my birthday again? It seems like I've also forgotten the exact date. Why don't I set my birthday for today as well, it'll be easier to remember that way. Set your birthday date. You're treating it too lightly since I have no idea when it is, I can set it on any day I like. Damn, she actually makes sense here. If we were to do that, we would celebrate our birthdays on the same day each year, giving us only one cake to eat. That's true, if the two of us have the same birthday, we will only be able to eat cake once a year. So be it. What a difficult decision to make for her. Well then, let's invite the birthday warrioress Jiang He to make a wish. We'll be celebrating our birthdays on the same day from now on. Bliss, bliss. If they were making a live-action adaptation of Cooking Master Boy, I'm certain they would offer you a role. Don't you feel the sense of bliss washing over you when you're eating cake? Do you know what bliss feels like? I do, eating cake makes me feel blissful. So does enjoying the fan. Sitting under the AC and eating ice cream. Those are things that make one happy too. Of course. Right, a couple of days ago, I hung out with a girl who always watches our streams. Which girl? It's Teen Yogurt Beauty, she lives not far from here at the other building. I even promised to let her be our housekeeper. The other building? In this small district. Such a coincidence. MANHWA, show me her photo. You'll see her on my feed. You're totally a modern person now. Even if she were to show off her martial arts, the Jiang He now would actually find it hard to convince anyone that she accidentally came from 1,000 years ago. She has already integrated into modern society from head to toe. Looking at her bio, it seems like her name is Gong Ping. Teen Yogurt Beauty. She can hardly be considered a teen though. I've never seen her around. Is she renting? She just moved in this year. It looks like she bought her own place. She bought her own place. Even though this small district is a little old, there are schools nearby, which would make the housing prices here not that cheap for the city standards. Could it be that she has ulterior motives? Nah, it's probably just me overthinking it. Is it that building at the corner? How did you know? I guessed it. You could guess that. This guy seems to have some psychic powers, he just somehow knows so many things. It's just a casual guess, I wasn't expecting to be right. Let me guess again, the third floor. I don't know which floor she stays on, let me ask. Which floor do you stay on? The third floor. Huh, it looks like the warrioress is so curious that she has forgotten about the cake. It's really just a lucky guess. I don't believe you. Okay, the truth is, I wasn't just blindly guessing. There was a neighbor whom I was friendly with, he had a place over there which he sold at the start of the year after moving out. Just based on that? How did you know that he sold it to Gong Ping? Due to the location of the schools around here, that place of his is much cheaper than ours, plus, with the ghost incident last year, he was even in more of a hurry to get his son a new place and couldn't help but lower the price again. You're actually to thank for that. Also, looking at her image and the way she dresses, the chances that she has a husband and kids are low, so even though she's looking for a new place, she wouldn't look for one that is too big. She would look for a small place, which would make it cheaper as well. How do you know this much? Even though the two of us are together all day, why do I seem like an idiot who doesn't know a thing? You would have known it too if you talked with the uncles and aunties around here. Don't think too much about it and your cake. It still doesn't seem like more people are selling their place in this small district. Right, that's why I was just guessing, it doesn't matter if the guess was wrong. It was just a coincidence that the guess was right. Also, do you remember the signs outside the main gate? They are all looking for people to rent or buy their places. You notice that many things every day? Nope, I just take note of it from time to time. This is called information integration. The outcome of the guess is not important. What's important is whether we are able to piece the information together in our brains. You would definitely have been a magistrate if you were in my time. And you'd be the one killing me. Why would I kill you? It happens all the time in TV shows. The warrioress from the Salt Gang would punish evildoers and kill corrupt officials in revenge. Or maybe I would have fallen in love with your looks and taken you as a concubine. You would have preferred death over marriage, and decided to cut me down on the wedding night before setting off into the world. What wedding night, in your dreams perhaps? Hearing him explain it all, it doesn't feel that magical or anything, he just happened to know more. I'll learn to do it one day too. Did you not do your homework and instead went out to have fun today? The cake is no longer tasty. Writing your train of thought out step by step is such a chore. While this summer heat is unbearable, what's more unbearable are the theatrics from Xiao Ming and Xiao Hong, day in, day out. Are the kings and generals more noble than we are? Don't spout weird phrases like that, you'll look stupid. I'll do as I please. If you're really tired of studying, you can take breaks from time to time, say, watch videos or listen to music, or you can watch those videos which only star 2 or 3 people. I've never seen those. Crosstalk. I can't hit him, I can't hit him. Humph, you've obviously read The Golden Lotus when you were living here alone. You know what the Golden Lotus is? You have to look at art from an artist's perspective, you can't just. You're just trying to move into my room so that you can commit despicable acts on me, you scoundrel. Wanting to and actually doing it are two separate matters. It's totally normal to think that way since we're in a relationship. Also, I can't win in a fight against you, so you're the one who gets to decide, no. That thing you did with my legs. Ack. You're taking advantage of a person from the Kai Yuan era who knows nothing, and all you think about is how to trick me. Wait, you're getting on the computer. Have you finished your homework? You're thinking of tricking me all day and even want to move into my room. You're up to no good. Go ahead, go ahead. Humph. These sound effects. What are you playing? Bejeweled. Could it be? Why did you suddenly start playing this game? It's actually not that fun. Why don't we change to another game? Shit, she actually found the games that I've put on my drive. How is it not fun? I find it really entertaining. Watch me match these 3 jewels. Wait. Said it's not that fun. I think you should learn how to format a hard drive. Allow me to demonstrate how with the drive. Stay away. For a guy who lives alone, it's totally normal for him to have such games on his computer. It's not as though I've committed a crime or anything. What's the big deal? If you didn't add a password to the computer, I would have deleted those games long ago. Don't people usually go from beginner to giving up? Where did she even learn to find hidden folders? Is your brain full of stuff like this? No. I only play this when I'm bored, really. It's true that he has mostly been on his laptop watching movies and writing reviews for the past year, and he didn't really play this. The term for this is called hoarding, where you download it once and leave it alone after. Look, there are so many games that I've bought but never played, isn't that right? I'm not trusting any of your bullshit. Then, should I delete them all now? Hands off, these are all mine now. These are all evidence of you being a dang tuzi, why would I let you delete them? No way. Playing too much of these games is no good for your body. Shit, my Kai Yuan era wife is going to be led astray. In any case, I'm not believing a word from you. I knew from early on that there was more than meets the eye with this guy, his secret has been totally exposed now. What about this game? Does it have that? T/N, that's Hearthstone BTW. This one doesn't, but you'll need an account for it. What's your account? I'm starting to realize that you're getting less polite with me. You took my legs and... Okay. I'll give it to you. Even though what's mine is also hers, something still feels off about this. What on earth is off about it? This is a TCG, where you have your own set of cards while your opponent has theirs, and you'll play them one by one. You'll have to use a computer for this. I don't know who my character is, and I don't know where I am, all I know is that I'm all ready to dominate this game. That's about it. Do you know how to play it now? Play around and show me. It looks like she understood nothing. It's actually really simple, look at these crystals over here, just accumulate some of these every round. You and your opponents will take turns playing cards. Her body is so soft, and it doesn't feel too warm. Her hair still smells great too. If you're able to reach legend rank, you'll be able to stream this game as well, though it might be a little difficult considering your level of intelligence. It'll only be difficult for people of your intelligence. That's true, I've never reached legend rank before. It really feels quite magical, when I realize I'm actually teaching an ancient warrioress how to play this game. I'm already a modern person. Modern people all underwent 9 years of compulsory education. Are you done with your homework? I'm going to stream. I've been planning to put the chainmail armor aside and use these metal rings to make a grocery basket for the warrioress. But I've only made the base, so I feel a little guilty. Started streaming. Teen Yogurt Beauty, found her. No, it looks like she tried to be the top donator several times but was pushed down by Wangzi. That guy really is rich. Ahem, good evening everyone. I'm currently making a grocery basket. It will be used to store its finished. The usual chargers, earphones, nail clippers, and other bits and pieces can be put inside. Streamer, did you get on the news? What news? That has to be you, right? What the hell? Where is it? I want to see too. It can't be such a coincidence, right? Streamer, are you from Jiangqing? I am indeed from Jiangqing, let me see the news. Double ear slap. This is a misunderstanding. I'm a good citizen, I just play games and make armor, how could I perform a double ear slap? Playful young Master Wang, holy shit, isn't that you? You're on the news, bro. This guy. Although I heard about what happened that day from Su Qing, but I didn't know the actual process. He only said that he slapped someone silly. So that is how he did it. Am I handsome? I've seen it already. Then why didn't you tell me about it? I didn't get the chance to.